let me ask you a question. Is D-Ham in women business?
D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it.
I can't believe this. I know D-Ham ain't in no women business. Not my D-Ham.
D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it.
What up, what up, what up? What's good, family? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hold on one second. Okay, it sounds like the audio's okay. I got a few minutes. I really wanted to come live real quick and hit on this Papoose situation in Remy Ma. Your boy D-Ham is live. Welcome to the Mind Your D-Ham Business podcast. If you don't mind, hit that like button and hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And you can hit that share button if you would like. Either one. I'm not going to do a whole lot of blogging on this. I'm pretty much just coming with my opinion. Basically, I'm coming with my opinion. And in my opinion, is contrary to what people may think how the popular opinion should be. So I'm definitely wanted to go live. My boy DT hit me up on the back end, so we had a convo before I could hit the live button. So he done put me in the corner and try to trap me up. But listen, DT, you got the link. Big Cheese, you got the link. What up? Welcome in everybody to the Mind Your D-Ham Business podcast. Welcome in Latte M&M, Pammy Pooh, Chat and Chew. It look like I'm chosen. It either could be Miss White representing Chat and Chew. Dee Dee Broggington, TT. What's good with it? Joski, my boy. What's good with it, King? Salute to you, my man. Yeah, we in the building. Joanne, my girl Joanne is in the building. Oh yeah, DT. Oh yeah, pull up. Pull up. Yes. Let's pull up. Man. We had a meeting of the minds. DT made some valid points, of course, but I have my take on this. You understand? So that's my dog though. DT my dog. So basically I'm gonna wait on DT to pull up before I even go into anything. The other thing, y'all, be on the lookout for the next Golden Showers Part 4. I'm gonna break down where we at with the trial probably this weekend. So if not today, tomorrow. What up, DT?
What's going on, brother?
You got it. How you?
I can't complain.
Okay. Well, man, I told you I was gonna try to hit the live button on this subject. Yeah. But I heard both lives, Remy Ma, Papoose. Where you at with it? Well, you want me to go first? Or how you want to do this?
You
Hey,
go
hey,
first.
hey, Darmita. What's going on, Cheryl Wagner? Tangela Sears in the building. Hey, Queen. What's
Tangent?
good with it?
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter. However you want
Hey,
to do
Huggle
it.
Me Hype. Well, first of all, okay, I'll open the conversation. Basically, we see Papoose, Remy Ma, airing their business online, right? And it has sparked a I guess I would say it's surprising to most because we looked at this couple as a couple who somewhat exemplified black love. What it looked like, it was like a couple's goal for most women that looked at possibly being in a relationship and a marriage at that. And we seen them go through something which is it kind of attacked their marriage, and it's been an attack on their marriage based on individual um, activity or individual uh, mistakes or whatever have you. But what do you have on this, DT?
I think they both should have just stayed off the internet with it. I mean, it's a personal matter. I mean, people had speculations about what was going on, but y'all just confirmed everything online. And I think when you do that, it kind of makes the blow a little bit harder to swallow, and it makes it hard for you guys to work as a unit. So I'm not with it. And I
Okay.
know I see your title.
Oh,
Go ahead.
but you on the back end, you was leaning more on Papoose side though.
No, no, yeah, I'm just saying
Go ahead
he's
and
responding.
give it to us
Uh,
raw and uncut. Give us how you feel about the
Okay,
situation.
okay, I'm with you a little bit. It's a little bit of manipulation because he picked the right female. He didn't pick any female. He picked the right one that she cannot physically beat. Probably, there's a good
Right.
chance this is an arena she don't want to get the talking crazy because in reality you out your league. So,
So
but
we had
at the
to.
same
Yeah.
boy,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, but at the same time, this is the media. He's just giving his response, and
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't. I do not believe in like slandering my wife. Nah, I'm not. That's not me.
Okay.
But if she wanna tell jokes online, we can do that.
What
We
what
can do
what
that all day.
well, one thing about it, we have a difference of opinion. Sometimes we both gonna agree. Both gonna sway each other on how we may thought about it one way, but then you may make me look at it differently, and I may make you look at it differently. Royal
Facts.
D in the building. Hey Queen, what's going on with you?
What's going on,
What's
Roddy?
good with it? Yeah, it's good to see you in the chat. Who else came in here? Camille. What's going on, Camille? Gotta get that right. But it's good to see you, Royal D, the Queen in the building. But see, you had me cracking up. I mean, I don't know. These last 2 days, DT, you've been real funny on the back end. And you have me. I mean, you get funnier and funnier every time I talk to you. But this was hilarious because we went into the conversation about Remy Ma did pretty much don't want to smoke with Clarissa, right? Because
Right.
she finally came like bully her way, or make somebody feel like they gotta, back down. So I feel like that was
Hmm.
a great point. But I'm a Remy. I love me some Remy Ma. Okay, I love Remy Ma,
I do too.
and
I
I
do
think
too.
she's one of my favorite female rappers in the game. Um, and I like me some Papoose. I think he's a dope artist, a dope lyricist. He just never was commercialized, so he didn't have that commercialized appeal or whatever. But I feel like Papoose is wrong in this situation, and I'm gonna give my opinion. And DT, you can give me your opinion if you feel different. Don't feel like you got to go along with how I feel.
Oh no, not at all. Give me 1 second.
Mr.
Go,
Sander in
but
the building. Hey,
continue.
Queen. Welcome in, Mr. Sander. Hey, Brandy Gibson. What's good with it? Okay, we gonna get to y'all chats, Brandy. we gonna get to the chat now. We gonna see what y'all talking about. But listen, this is what I said, and this, and I'm gonna give my opinion real quick. I felt like Papoose and Remy Ma should not be on the internet like this. So that's one thing me and DT got in common. We believe both of them should not be on the internet. But I also feel like Papoose has already solidified what he's done in that relationship. It do not need to be re-explained or proven. When you are a husband, listen to me. First of all, two wrongs don't make a right. We know that there's alleged cheating going on with Remy Ma. We understand that. Okay, thank you, thank you, Royal D. I'm coming with it. We understand. I'm coming with it right now, Royal D. We understand that there's some alleged cheating that has taken place with Remy Ma. We all understand that there's, what I'm saying, there's some betrayal there. Papoose claims he knocked the dude out. Okay, you knocked him out. All right, but why are you? This is where he's wrong. First of all, the ink has not dried. You're still legally married, but you've been parading your new boo, which is Clarissa Shields. And I ain't even mad at it. I ain't even mad at Clarissa. I think she's the GOAT. I think she's the greatest woman of all time. But you can't be legally married and parading her around, and now you out here exposing your wife who you're still legally married to. I feel like you should have at least got the divorce and handled your business. And then, therefore, if you needed to come out and clear the air about something, cool. But y'all are still, this to me puts Clarissa at a disadvantage it makes her more like the rebound woman. Like she's the rebound side chick. And I think it's unfair to her that she's got to be in this couple's triangle of their issues. And you both are on the line coming at each other. Now, of course, we know Remy Ma, I think at this point, this is where you give the woman the pass, because we all can see with our own eyes that Remy Ma is hurt. The best way to hurt a woman is when you already physically moved on with another chick and she can actually see it. That's what hurts her more than anything. Papoose, in my eyes, did not have to come live and clean up anything, because we seen the work that he put in. We seen the loyalty. We seen all of the work that he put into his marriage. It don't need to be refuted, rebutted, anything. We saw the man hold that girl down while she took a bed. We seen everything he did for his family. We seen how he stood 10 toes down. We seen all the marriage is nothing but work. That brother did not need to come online and tear down his wife for any reason, because all you're doing now is you're trying to see who gonna get the best of each other. Remy Ma is wrong. She's in her feelings. But Papoose, if he was somebody that I felt like, we don't really know what kind of dude this is behind the scene, maybe we need to hear something out. But I think everybody know that Papoose is one of the realest men that stood in the paint for his family. But this is where you're wrong. You are still legally married and you got a new boo already. That's where you're wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. Go ahead, DT.
Yeah, but how many times you gonna get hit in the mouth? Come on now.
Right.
Number two, it's alleged that it's multiple people she's cheated with. So it's over.
Well, did he need to come out and air out, just make it look like she's a lesbian? Did he need to do that? He done
Did he
spilled
need to
some
do what?
beans. He done
Yeah.
came
All
out
right.
here.
So, all right. The only thing I'm with you. Don't mess up the money. Don't mess up her money. She don't need to mess up your money. But all the little side jokes that they got for each other, hey, that happens. That's just like them argue. See, social media has kind of changed the dynamic of things.
Uh-huh.
So this has become the norm where people go online and air out their business, which is stupid to me because you probably want to take it back at some point. But
Uh-huh.
when she did when she made that first move, you don't have to respond. But how many you don't know what has been said on the phone. We don't know what's been going on in the background. So he might just had enough and he said, you know what? The day is the day. And maybe he's doing this as a warning shot to show her I'm not the one you're gonna play with.
Right.
Because
Right.
it could be more to it.
Well, I don't think it's no more like think about it, DT, and I think you're 100%. I think you can't tell somebody how to fight when they hurt. But this is where I look at it at, and I look at as these are listen. Divorce is it's a painful experience, y'all. Anybody who's been through divorce or is going through it, it's painful, regardless of the infidelity. If there's infidelity in the marriage, that hurts. But nothing hurts more than the actual divorce itself, especially when there's no closure there yet. So there's no closure. The ink ain't even dry yet. And they got a daughter they got to share with each other. And y'all on the internet fighting each other based on who can hurt who worse, who gonna get the last word in, who gonna make the other person look the worst. That's not conducive of even getting to some closure. And I said this in somebody's comments when it was on Facebook, and I stick with this, y'all. Moved on is moved on. If somebody moved on, they're not gonna be getting their buttons pushed where they gotta hit the live button. But go ahead, DT.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can't hear me. I agree with what you said, but again, it's a different day and age, brother. Like,
Hold on.
again, let's not destroy each other's bags because we both are providing for a child or our family. Let's say that because they've got multiple kids. But
Right.
once she cheated twice, most men after the first one, we kind of run regardless, kind of out of there.
Right. Right.
But the second, once she cheated with Lane, old buddy, that was it for me. All bets are off. So
Right. Now,
I mean, no
yeah, go
sin's
ahead.
bigger than the other. No sin's bigger than the other. I got you, but
No.
how much can you
You ain't
take?
got to agree. We can both we gonna both stand on our square right now. And I think
Okay.
I think the chat is mainly agreeing with you more than they agreeing with me. So just stay where you at, DT. You ain't got to. Really, you can. I don't think
No,
you're
I'm just
wrong at
saying.
all.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I don't
being.
think you're wrong at all. And Demet, who's this? Darmita, listen. See, I'm gonna let DT answer you because y'all agree with DT. But listen, she said she mad because she see them living life and having fun. She should have upgraded herself. It ain't his fault. She chose an L. I agree with that. I do. But the fact of the matter is Clarissa is in the middle of a couple that ain't like, let me ask y'all, do y'all agree with a man who's not legally married yet, but have moved on with somebody? Y'all agree with that?
That's
I
usually how
think
it go.
it's too soon because it in the moment, and this me DT said this on the back end. We talked about it, and I'm gonna say what I said, and I'm gonna tell you what DT told me. I just feel like when couples are going through a divorce, that's the most vulnerable season of their life. And if they're going through this moment, emotions are everywhere. So of course you mad, you angry, you mad that you're even going through this, you mad that the other person may say X, Y, and Z about you. but you're still legally married. Is that fair to Clarissa to bring her in a situation where you haven't even brought closure to that situation yet? So DT told me, what was I saying? DT said something on the back end. He said, oh, Clarissa know what she signed up for.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. She
Okay.
know he a married man.
Uh-huh.
She know how that could go. Maybe
Okay.
she's just having fun with him. Maybe they're just having fun. Maybe it's not like serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ro D said, but she started it again with him, D-Ham. Okay. I'm with you, Royal D. See, that's why we are not my take is not to change anybody's opinion, because I think this is a situation where a lot of people can be right about it, because we can see where Remy Ma was 100% wrong. So it's not to say that Papoose is all the way wrong, but me as a married man, I got to take accountability. If I moved on with a new boo, I'm at the fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting her hit the gloves with my hand and all that. I'm just showcasing my baby, and I ain't even divorced yet. That's where I feel like, yo, you okay? And now you online, Aaron, yo, soon to be ex-wife. I mean, you airing her out multiple ways. You airing her out, but DT was trying to tell me on the back end, y'all, that Remy Ma, hey, you don't want that smoke with Clarissa. So,
she don't when she's smart.
Man, look, hey, that girl from the Bronx, the girl from the Boogie, she'll give Clarissa a real run. Hey, Remy Ma, she ain't gonna sit up there and box you. She may use a knife or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, she. Hey, rapping ain't fighting. No, I don't want to hear none of that. Rapping ain't fighting.
Creasy said she was in the house eating Woochie. He ain't have to put her out there like that, man. I don't know if I believe that yet. I don't know if I believe that yet, Creasy. He put her out there.
No. I think they did have some little thing where they had that she said that she allows him to bring women in. So maybe she experimented on her own.
Well, she been on lockdown for what? How many years was she on lockdown? So
she was gone for a while.
If she was on lockdown, I mean, it's a lot goes on in lockdown.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Papoose hit me with. When I heard that part, like, oh, Papoose, you doing too much. Why you were like this, bro? Much. I felt like, yo, you went all the way in, and it's like, yo, if you gonna prove anything, prove it to the courts. If it comes down to custody battle, something like that. But for the internet, I felt bad for Remy. I already feel bad for her already because she lost a good man. So we know Papoose was a good man. And I already feel bad for her in that. And I can see, like, women, y'all can relate. When you know you done lost a good man, you gonna be out here trying to sabotage his next relationship. And maybe that's what Remy is doing. She's trying to get her man back. I don't know.
Oh no, he gone.
Yeah.
Papoose gone.
Oh, hold on. Our Chelsea said, but the covenant was broken. Remy outed Paps' new relationship. He visited her daily while she was locked up and held her down. He only spoke because she brought his. Oh, he got one of those onto it, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Well, that's what he said, but I didn't know his child was, leaning a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. He didn't have to come out and say she's a lesbian. That was very wrong of Pap. Rebecca, I finally got one person in the chat rolling with D-Ham. Thank you, Rebecca.
No, he was wrong for out in that part. That was uncalled for.
That was vicious. That was vicious. Darmita, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying today on my live. Oh, you went live about this today, Rody? I have to go back and check it out. I just got to a place because my days I haven't even been able to do my own lives the way I wanted to stay on the Diddy trial, and then all of this unfolded, and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to touch on it. So I didn't want the whole day to go by without me being able to go live, because my day's been ending around 3 a.m, and I'm like, that's way too late for me to hit the live button. But she broke their marriage vow publicly first. Brandy says that. I agree with that, Brandy. She did do that.
So why you keep sparing her?
Well, what I'm saying is, he got his, like, Papoose, like, he went and knocked the dude out. Now, he's saying that he didn't knock him out for doing what he did. He knocked him out because he shook his hand. Like, yo, like, a sign of disrespect. Like, yo, you F my wife, and you trying to shake my hand, but he already said he wanted to confront the dude anyway. So you really was in the mindset of knocking him out no matter what.
Yep.
That's the part that I understood. But yeah, Remy was dead. She was dead wrong. But at the end of the day, we still don't have our full story of outing Papoose. we still don't know what all she want to put out here. Now, the other thing he's wrong at is he released recordings. Y'all think that's right?
What kind of recordings?
Man, voice recordings of her cussing out the nigga that she was cheating on him with. He like dismantled dad for that dude. Like, yo, ain't no comeback for you because she don't even want you like that. And then made it look like, yo, he was trying to they went with a lie saying that he was trying to extort her. So basically, instead of them just being honest, saying, yo, you know what, we were cheating, we was doing our thing, I guess they had a way of trying to sell it. And it was like, yo, I'm gonna just say I was trying to extort you, we ain't had nothing going on. But Papoose brought out the recordings today, or on the video, and to make them both look like a fool. And that's what he did. That
was a good job.
That's what I'm talking about, DT. Remy Ma is just another Brianna Battles. Couldn't take what she dished out. Both of them need to go to the psych ward. And Hank, wow. Tanita up in here, stomping heavy. She called it out now. I felt so bad for Papoose. Yeah, come on, DT. You take the reading. And he's saying he did a great job. Go ahead, read a few of the people's chats.
I felt bad for Papoose when he stood behind her up in the building at that battle rap. That the other rapper went in on her and the side boy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was tough. When I think he was the first one to kind of like exposed it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy work.
Real crazy. He got several grown kids that she brought up, and that's why he claims he is speaking up.
Hey, Royal D, this is your question. Now, this is a great question. Because when I heard him expose this part when he was revealing it, it made me. I almost went in the mindset of how would I had handled something of that nature. And when he got to the part where he said, yo, he just put her out. He put her out. I felt bad. I felt bad because I felt as if that is a blow to the psyche too. You know, that you got your daughter. Of course, if your daughter's in a house and you run your house a certain way, but you find your wife doing something that you ain't trying to have introduced to your child and have, sneaking around your back and everybody's in on it other than you and you got to stumble upon it. I felt like that was tough. That was a tough blow. I just felt like, it was his pain it was his pain that he hasn't healed from, for him to come out and expose it like that to the world. I felt like when you go through divorce, y'all, there's a certain level of pain that a man goes through or a woman goes through that they got to get proper healing. This internet ain't going it doesn't allow you to release it. You just actually made it worse. You put it 10 times on flames. And I just felt like, yo, did we need to know it? Did the world need to know that? I mean, he's not fighting for full custody or nothing. Like, right? So why are you airing this woman out like that? But that's his pain. Peaches said he had the right to go. DT, you stop reading. He had the right to clear his name. I think you're right, Peaches, but I don't think his name needed to be cleared. I think we all know that woman, Remy Ma, is hurt. We all know she's hurt.
Okay,
go ahead.
Beyond her being hurt, is she right? Or her actions? Period.
Okay, if we gonna, because I'm big on accountability.
Mm-hmm.
If we gonna keep it a buck, keep it a bean. No, she's not right. But this is where I will have to put a but in for everybody in the chat. If you know you've been the best version of a husband or a wife that you could possibly be, if you know that you left nothing out there to be questioned as far as what kind of man you have been, you don't need to come to the internet then and try to prove yourself. You've already did it. And I think Papoose already did the proof. He put the legwork in to make you not even question a lot about, and we've seen it. So for him to come to the internet and just air it out like that, I'm like, why? We know you a good dude. We know whatever this girl's saying, you know what I'm saying? We ain't believing it like that. We know she hurt.
I don't know about that, brother. I don't know about that, brother. Mm-mm.
D-Ham, he did it because she spoke on the kids. That's his excuse, y'all. Think about it, Leela. Think about it, Leela. I don't know how many of y'all have ever been divorced, but it don't take much to air out all of that because he spoke, because we know the dude is a good father. Like, all of that had to come. I don't know. I think it's pain. I think the brother need to heal. And that's why people need not to create a whole new relationship when you're just getting out of another one. Like, when you just getting out of a marriage, you shouldn't be in a fresh relationship immediately because you haven't even healed. And I know that as a man, I know Papoose has not healed from Remy Ma. Think about the years he invested in Remy. Think about the lengths that he went to. And he's already in a new relationship and is not even divorced yet.
This has been... Oh, go ahead. You want me to read out?
Yeah.
I had respect for Remy, especially when she gave Cardi B the stage before Cardi blew up. But I believe everything Pap said. Well,
yeah, I do too. I'm chosen. What you think, DT?
I do too. So, well, I don't know. All I got to say is he's defending himself. He has the right to, but some things should be left out. Don't kill her finances. She shouldn't kill yours.
Yeah. And see, and that's the thing. Go ahead, DT. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off because we getting far behind on the comments. So we gotta stay up. But you're gonna have to keep reading them, and then I'll come back with another how I feel about it. Go ahead.
I think that she had to talk with Brianna because she's doing the same thing.
Miss Lasana, see, I get you. I get you. I don't think that this is a Brianna. It's similar, but it's not the same. I think that Remy Ma is a woman who loved her husband, and watching her husband, another woman, it's almost like, yo, you can see the writing on the wall that I'm about to be a single woman, like, and I want my man, like, she want her husband, like, but she going about it all the wrong way. But
I
it's
got,
no
I got,
coming back once you done cheated. Like,
right.
it's hard to
Yeah,
redeem that.
I got a behind the scenes comment for you. D Ham.
Okay, go ahead.
Pat pushed her career, put his on hold. He went bankrupt, holding her down and supporting her. Once she got her bread, she got stingy with him and said his name ain't even on them songs. Tell D Ham Remy need to get with her stinking ass and he wrote those raps.
Now I'm a push back on that. Okay, whoever on the back end trying to come for D Ham through DT, I'm pushing back. I didn't fall in love with Remy Ma because of Papoose. Remy Ma was a dope MC before she met Papoose. Now, when you are married and both of y'all do the same, y'all in the same field, y'all taking pointers from each other. Y'all iron sharpening iron at that point. So he's wrong for even trying to air that out at this point. You can't air out that you wrote her rhymes. You can't come around and say all of that when it's her spitting the rhymes and it's her image putting them out there for the money to come in.
Well, D Ham,
I think he's being a little strategic. So let's just give him some time.
Boy, we done got far behind on the comments.
All right. Sure
Hold on.
did.
Hold on. We are way behind. Hold on. Because I know people disagree with me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you defending
Hold
this
on.
girl like I don't know, man.
Hold on. No, I'm not defending Remy. I'm defending the wife part of it. I have no respect for her at all. Okay, Royal D, and we with you. Because I'm defending. Listen, I'm not defending Remy Ma's actions. I'm not defending the fact that she cheated on her husband. I'm not defending the fact that she came out to this internet in all of her pain and out here acting like she could air this brother out for no good reason. I'm not defending none of that. What I'm saying is, I recognize that that's not like, ain't nothing she's saying is like truth to the situation. She's really speaking out of pain and hurt. She's speaking out of embarrassment. That's what I
Well,
think she's speaking from. That's
well,
all I'm
she's gonna
saying.
learn from that. She's gonna learn from that now.
Okay.
For every action, there's a reaction. Now you can't just stab somebody and then say I'm sorry. Go heal. No,
But okay.
absolutely not.
But I see some comments because I scrolled down before I scrolled back up, and there's some people saying that every time Papoose, let me go to the comment because it wouldn't be right if I paraphrase it, and I'm gonna get to y'all comments, y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all comments.
Ooh, I see a good one.
What do you see? Hold on.
That's the problem. These men keep being quiet. They went. Keep being quiet and not speaking up soon enough. Men get played, abused all the time behind closed doors.
Wow.
Told you we in a different
Wow.
time
Yeah, yeah,
period.
yeah, yeah. The women is coming strong for Remy. Um, the women is coming real strong for against Remy, and I think that okay, this was T. I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all comments. I gotta remember where I'm at. But she says Remy keeps referring to Clarissa as Papoose come up, as if he using her to rebuild. T, that's the part where I I think both of them are going toe to toe, blow for blow, and they're using what they know against each other. Think about it. And DT may disagree with me, but Papoose should have at least closed the door on his marriage before moving forward, and also publicly in another relationship. He's not wrong for moving on with his life, but you're still legally married and you publicly in a new relationship. That is against legal. That's just against the law, y'all. That I don't think that you can get away with that.
Bro, she's doing it too. So they both in the same situation.
Which, well, I didn't see her with the dude yet. I didn't see her out with a new boo. Did y'all
We'll
see it?
just Google it. It'll come out. Just Google it. It'll come up. You'll see them beside each other.
I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm about to Google it right now. Let me grab my glasses.
Bring me new boyfriend. Google that.
I'm telling you, y'all eating D-Ham up right now. Y'all done came for me.
Nah, damn, you being way too lenient with this girl. Just because you like her, that's all it is.
Yeah, I love Remy Ma, man. I do. I hate this for him. I really do. How is he wrong when she stood with her side piece on stage and everywhere else and Papoose face openly?
Great point.
Wow. Well, I guess nobody's looking at the marriage like I'm looking at the marriage. Okay.
The marriage been over since 2022, according to Remy. So we about 2.5 years removed. Just the paperwork ain't done.
Okay. Pap said Remy not Buddha. Play with him on these airwaves. What's up, D-Ham? Pap said Remy not Buddha. What? Read that for me, DT. What?
Not about to play. Not about to play with him on these airwaves.
Oh, not about to play. Okay, she got some ebonics with it. Pap said Remy not about to play. Okay, got you. I got you. I think it was wrong though. He ain't had to do that girl like that. He ain't had to come that strong.
I mean, I don't think. I think she called him bro, saying she's saying he like a scrub. He living off women. Like, how much lower can you go?
Yeah, Remy was wrong for that. I heard her part. It's almost like she's trying to leave stuff to the imagination. She's also trying to make it seem like she was, she, he didn't put in what we thought he put in, and she was kind of unhappy. She was not satisfied with him. I just feel like she ruined her marriage. She definitely ruined her marriage. And now you out here trying to save face. It's not cool how she's doing him either. But I just feel like Pat just came out here and like laid his ex-wife out on this internet. And I feel bad for her. I do. I do. I think he went in kind of too strong. Okay. Darmita says she didn't think about her marriage first. She been got aired out with the battle rapper. Now that he's moved on, which I don't think he's moved on, Darmita, it's a problem. No, that ain't right. Marriage is still honorable and they both wrong. The problem I think is you don't move on is maybe we have a different opinion when it comes to move on. Move on is like I ain't got nothing to add, say, I done moved on. Am I wrong for that, DT?
No.
I could be. Think about it, DT. If you as a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know you moved on, are you still addressing what you moved on from?
Depends. Depends. I might throw a little slight jab out there. Because I'm just not the guy you're gonna play with.
Okay.
So might throw a little slight jab out there, like going back up now before I come with it.
Come on, you change me. I think I got you changed me on my side. Hold on. She says Remy watched the interview on the Breakfast Club at went the F off. Exactly. Clarissa went on the Breakfast Club and started popping her stuff. Right? So she
Why
go on the
not?
Breakfast Club. Did you see that part, DT?
No, but I'm just saying, damn, this woman publicly is out with this guy that she's cheating on you with, and y'all are both public figures. It don't get no worse than that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So whatever come after that, you deserve it.
Yeah,
You asked for this.
I agree with that part. I think Remy was wrong. Like I'm not gonna put on the cape for her on that. I think she's dead as wrong for having extramarital affairs, a whole situation, and you out here like in this guy's face like that. I get that part, but that's where I tell you that Papoose is still hurt. Look, not only is the man got to go through a divorce, but he got cheated on. That's double whammy. Like, your ego, your heart is ripped out your chest. This woman is playing you in front of your face. You need to heal. And what we saw him come out and do proves he needs to go heal somewhere.
No, what it proves is you just need to back off of him. That's what it proved. It proved, oh, I need to keep my mouth closed.
Okay, Joanne said he has not slandered her, but she has surely slandered him. Wow, this sector here done took up, man. They got Papoose. They taking up for the brothers, boy. Y'all in here strong about it. Hold
Bro,
on.
think about your wife being on lockdown and the chances of you not stepping outside the box, waiting for her to come home. She come home, time to take off, and then get bored with you after you put in all that time. Your life was on hold for her.
Okay, and he called her ungrateful, and I can go with that. I think she is ungrateful. Oh man, this is a tough one, man. Because let's just say you in lockdown, right? And you end up having to get closer to some of the inmates, and apparently she got close to one inmate in there, right? and she ended up having whatever sexual pleasure she was pleased, whatever way. And so when you get out, like, you don't want to just come out and tell your man, you know what, I got a certain thing now that somebody do for me that it pleases me. And you ain't trying to just come out and just tell him, man, like, yo, you don't do it for me like I need it done, like, or what we do get boring. So I'm spicing up myself with what I've been through is what she been through.
Bro, you now you just creating a narrative. You just created a narrative. No, you caping for this girl. Number one, she like what she like. She probably have an emotional connection to that person.
DT said, okay. I'm gonna flip it then. I'm gonna flip it on you, DT. And okay. Brandy said you can't keep poking at the bear. He been quiet up until now. Okay, I'm gonna flip it on the chat. I don't know what the chat is saying at the bottom, but I'm gonna flip it. Mm-hmm. If your husband get locked up and he goes into the penitentiary, he gets incarcerated. You've been visiting him, yada yada yada. He gets up in there, and let's just say he get held down, and somebody go up in him, right? One of the other inmates, boom, took his cookies. Now he up in there, got his cookies taken. Now when he come home to you think he's the same man?
You know the answer to that question. Okay, let me ask you a better question.
Yeah.
Okay, so the chances of a man holding a woman down while she locked up is probably like a 1% chance. I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
1%. Women, maybe 25%. So the fact that she got a 1%er, and then you flip the script,
yeah,
you don't deserve it. You deserve whatever come to you.
yeah,
Whatever comes with your karma, it just comes.
yeah. I think I'm swaying. I think DT done kind of convinced me, yo. I'm moving. I'm moving off of the Remy support.
He said -1%. Yeah, you right.
Oh,
-1%. You
oh my
absolutely right.
God, Papoose
You
had
found
put
the
in all that
one.
work.
Yeah, you found the one guy that actually held it down. You get out. I mean, that just tells you how people change. So you can never base your life around one person's,
Yeah.
thoughts or the dream that they paint.
Oh my God. I feel bad for Remy. And I don't feel so bad for Papoose. But what you just, to your point, DT, good men finish last all the time, right?
Well, we got to start
Think,
finishing first. Forget that.
yeah, think about it. This man done put in all. He's a 1%er. He done put in all his work. He invested all his time. Every day he woke up, it was the position Remy might have come, to not have missed anything for those years he was gone. And he put in a whole lot of time and thought into his marriage and into his relationship, only to notice she came out different. That's what I'm saying. She came out different, though. She went in one way, came out a different person. Being incarcerated can change anybody, man. Real talk. It can it
Oh,
can break you.
okay. Mentalizing just with the facts. No. Hey, D Ham and DTV. DTV is more than 25%. It's more like 50. And yes, it's one for men holding down a woman. Incorrect.
Wait, who said that, DT? Hold on. We love
Mental,
our black men in this section.
mentalizing
Thank
just
you,
watch the fact. I think it's Rich. I think
thank
it's
you, Truth
Rich.
Slayer. Hold on. Rich is up in here.
50%.
Uh oh.
50% of nothing. You better
Hold
cut that in
on.
half.
I gotta post it because that's hilarious. Oh my God, where's Rich? Okay, hold on. Rich says, "Hey, D Ham and DT TV, what's good? Um, it's more than 25%. It's more like 50%. Yes, it's 1% for men holding a woman down. Now you can confuse the mess out of me, Rich. So you saying it's more than 25%? It's more like 50%, but it's 1% for men. Can you make sense of that, DT?
I just said that. No.
You can't.
No, it ain't no 50%. Because half of them gotta just come over and do what he do.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Well, Rich, we saying it ain't 50% men
Mm-mm.
trying to do the right thing towards relationships. That maybe it's more like 1% that would do what Papoose did. I'm thinking DT may be onto something because I don't know too many men is gonna let their woman take a bed. They're gonna be celibate that whole time. They're gonna put their woman first throughout it all. You're gonna every waking day you moving closer to the jail, to the prison cell. Like you moving, you making sure you visit. This man was saying he took food. He even weighed the food on the scale. He said the amount of how much the food weigh a day that he was taking to this girl. I mean, Papoose, I don't know too many brothers doing what Papoose did. That's just, I don't know.
I don't know none. I don't know none.
Hold on, what we got here? Who said it? Says, speak the truth. I'm from Pat area in Brooklyn. You talking truth. Come on now. That we got somebody new up in here. That's what's up, man. Who's really viral? Okay, I got you. I got you, big dog. Appreciate you pulling up to the chat. Um, hold on here. Papoose is just a sucker. See, somebody done came back on D-Ham's side.
No, she ain't on your side. She just saying he a sucker for dealing with him.
Yeah. Well, I don't look at Papoose as a sucker. I look at him as a good guy. That he's a lyricist, first of all. So he lives with, like, he lives by words. Like, every word that proceed out of the mouth is what God said is what's going to nourish your soul, nourish your body. He said we don't live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of your mouth. I believe that Papoose is a dude that really believes in words and what comes out his mouth. It's either life or death. He lives by words. And so he's a lyricist, and he lives by honor and dignity based on these words. So when he went and took his vows, he took them serious. He didn't play with it. And he put in more work than I've seen an average husband do. I'm just going to keep it a buck. So I'm not even here trying to say that this brother doesn't deserve, every good thing that God has for him. Only thing I'm saying is we as people, when we're hurt, we'll move God out the way, and we'll put what we want in it. And so you can't still be legally married and already don't establish your new boo, and you out here walking around. You ain't even closed the door in your marriage. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody's asking for you to drop the link.
Who? Who want me to drop the link?
I think that's Rich.
Okay, Rich, definitely.
You about to come get me.
They about to come up here and start some mess with me.
50% is crazy work. So no.
You say I gotta watch my back on this daggone panel. You feel me? They be coming for you, boy. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to stay up with the chat, y'all. She's saying that it's 50% of women holding men down when they go away. Oh,
But
that's
what
a lot.
What about being faithful?
That is a lot. They're not faithful not 50 Cent faithful. No way.
Yeah, absolutely
no way.
not.
Not 50 Cent faithful. Your man gone, they
gone. Used to be on phone.
Twin said he used to go live picking up food. He documented it, so he wasn't lying about. Like, I don't think the brother was just straight up lying on his wife. It's just the way he did her. It was like, dang, why you ain't have to do it like that? Rich Talk Media, what's good with it?
What's going on? Yes, DTB. It is me, Rich. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We good. What's good with it?
Good. Come on now, you got to think about it. Y'all know I'm a researcher. I research all day long. Just think about it. Okay, you said 25. Okay, I can kind of go a little bit, but it's more like 50%. Just think about more women go in and do conjugal visits with their men that's locked up than men would go do conjugal visits with their women. So It's more like 50% of women are really holding their men down when they do go to jail. Because
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What was you about to say? Go ahead.
No, I was saying, being that you put conjugal visits in there, that's different. Does that mean they actually have a commitment to that person? I'm just talking about overall with all these people that got these jail boots.
Yeah, so just think about this on the other hand. How women are actually marrying men in jail. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no man you gonna find no woman that's gonna marry her in jail. Women are marrying men doing this pimp house stuff and marrying men in jail and doing these conjugal visits. So it's more like 50% of women are really holding these men down while they're in jail, even some lifers.
So you mean when you say holding them down, that means being faithful?
Yeah, I mean, being faithful because they're actually going to do the conjugal visits and the whole nine.
Okay.
So it may
So
not be a 450%, but it's more than 25. I say that. I'll meet you halfway. Let's not. I can't even say halfway. I'll say 35 to 40 because it's more than 25% though. I can guarantee you that. I do a lot of research on stuff like that, and it's more than 25%.
Okay,
okay.
that's you done made this conversation very interesting, Rich, because
Yes, you did.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it from that perspective when you brought in. Will a man go into a prison and marry his wife and think that that's gonna be respected and that's something he should do? I don't know. I don't see that happening. I really
He
don't.
not. Papoose is one. Shit. It's not a lot of men out here like him.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
Yeah, he
He
different.
held her down. She wrong in what she did. She
Mm.
got out here and got all this, got some surgeries, lost some weight, and then she thought she was fine, and she did what she did. Opened her legs to people she shouldn't have been. Instead of being there with her husband, who moved right next to the jail and to go visit her every day, all day.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yep.
Well,
But yeah,
I can't even dispute that.
yeah.
I think you 100% right when it comes to Papoose. Now, because I'm gonna tell you, I love this couple. I really do. I hate that Clarissa got snuck her little paws in there and got her man.
Wait a
But
minute.
I hate
Go
that.
keep
But
it again.
I love me some Remy Ma, but she messed up. She did mess up. She messed up bad, and she hurt, and she out here looking terrible. I'm like, Remy, please just end the live. Don't get off the live. Like, girl, you making it worse. But she hurt.
Oh, is that Anastasia? I need my glasses.
Okay, yeah.
Whoever she is, please explain what you mean by I'm a sucker like Papoose. Please explain, because
Come on. They talking smack to Rich. Hold
I don't
on.
want to go. I don't want to go there
Hold on.
without knowing if she's saying something else. I'm just gonna give her, the benefit of the doubt that she's saying a little something else because I don't want to go there with somebody.
Hold on. We ain't gonna let nobody disrespect the queen. But I want to know where I'm looking for the comment. I don't see it. Where's
It's not too far up. Anastasia, I believe her name is.
Okay, she said y'all laughing because Papoose is a sucker. And then she said something about you being a sucker.
Yeah, it says at Rich. Wait a minute. I just want to maybe I misread what she said. Where it goes?
Black coach is a joke. Okay. She got some good comments so far. Hold on. Cheating is a good thing in black
Yeah, she
culture.
said at Rich is a sucker like Papoose. So she calling me a sucker. That's the way I took it. I mean, it that's how it reads. Am I overreading, overthinking?
Please be respectful in the chat. I see it where she says she's a sucker, but I thought she was talking about Remy. Hold on. Maybe she riding for Remy. Okay, she's riding for Remy.
And that's fine, but at the same time, but you don't have to call me a sucker because I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Just because I said that Papoose was holding his woman down don't mean that I'm a sucker. I'm not calling you a sucker. I don't know you. You don't know me. But at the same time, this is just an internet story about some celebrities, and we just giving our opinion. My opinion is that she did wrong because of what they gave on the internet. They put their business out on the internet, and I just gave my opinion that she was wrong for doing how she did him when he held her down.
Yeah. Now, I'm with you when I'm with you all the way with your opinion because it makes a lot of sense. And please y'all be respectful in the chat. No one's up here is a sucker for any one of these two people. I don't think we know them. And at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. It's really a great conversation because you know a lot of people really can sense that hey, we're watching a great couple that had a great love story. You know, going through the worst time of their life right now. And I believe that Rich is making sense when she's talking about women and how they go hard for their man, and they do go for, and they do put in that work in when it comes to the prison cell. Because me and DT was up here talking about is like Papoose. We don't see men doing what Papoose was willing to do for Remy, and so I think Rich
Exactly. Like
yeah,
none of us know exactly what any of them did. We can only go off of what they telling us in the internet.
yeah,
Heck, I don't know if Papoose slept around with somebody. He could have, but he went to visit Remy Ma every day in jail. But he could have been doing what he wanted to do on the side, at 7 p.m. after he left her at 6 p.m. I don't know, but I'm just saying that she was wrong after he held her down. She didn't say different that, oh yeah, I think he a cheater, but I mean it's all out there that she is. Come on now, like
yeah,
make it
yeah,
apples and oranges isn't ain't making sense right here.
yeah. And poetic phenomenon said Pap ain't no sucker. So the chat is evening out. But just please be respectful to anyone in the chat and anyone on the panel. We don't want no disrespect, okay? And I definitely Rich Talk is somebody I rock with. So please, y'all no disrespect. Just keep it respectful. That's all I can say. Okay? I served 88, okay. Pap was just doing what a husband is supposed to do, but today's society doesn't understand the wedding vows truly mean. Yes. Yes. And I think also, I just feel like it's becoming, let me ask you, Rich Talk, it's becoming too common to just start exposing on the internet. What you
It is.
you
It
agree
very
with
well
that? As a
is.
married
Yes.
couple should be battling on the internet like this?
No, I don't agree with that at all. You should hold some of your business to yourself. I understand they celebrities and some things, people won't because you're a celebrity, but everything you ain't got to put out there. You just don't.
Yeah, yeah. But Anastasia, I can definitely feel you because I love me some Remy. So, but we got to just keep it respectful.
I
I
mean,
hate
you
this
can love
fucking
Remy
clip.
all day long. I love Remy too. I,
Yeah,
I love her music and the whole nine. But I mean, if you wrong, you wrong. Hell, if I was out
yeah,
here doing it, I'll say myself, I'm wrong. If a man was holding me down, I'm wrong. If I
yeah.
came home and did him wrong and he was holding me down. But if that's not what she wanted when she came home, she should have told that man that, yeah, you held me down. I love you for it. But however, I'm on something different right now. I need to go move around.
Facts, facts. And I just feel
Especially when
like,
you in a marriage, that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? You got to be respectful to your marriage. If that's not what you want, no longer want, you have to be honest with that person and say, "Hey, I think this is something that's beyond me now. I need to do some different things. I want to explore some different things, and I want to move around."
right, right. And I agree with you. And I just think that, you know, if anything, we ought to be, and I'm probably gonna lose half my chat when I say this. We need to be praying for them, but they still legally married. They're going through the divorce procedures as we speak. From my understanding, Pap has filed for the divorce. From what he said, now I haven't seen any documentation stating that he finally made the filing. He did say that Remy Ma still was asking him, "Are we done?" Did you hear that part, Rich?
No, I did not.
Well, yeah, they're still legally married by law, and she's still, you know, when you behind the scene and you thinking you having a private conversation, you asking your man, is this the info? It's like, yo, is this where we at? And he came and aired that joint out. He came and said and told it to the world, like, I'm not coming back to you. We're done.
Game Boy, I never said that he wasn't a fool for waiting. I mean, not saying that he shouldn't have waited on her because that was his wife. However, him staying with her after multiple times of her cheating, I don't agree with that. So why y'all think that I'm agreeing that it was okay for him to be with her while she's out there cheating? So y'all getting it misconstrued of
Wait,
what
wait,
I'm
be with who?
saying.
Clarissa?
No, somebody named Game Boy.
Okay, but what did they get misconstrued? What are you talking about?
He said, I'm bugging. I know that man is a damn fool. I seem like I got class, but I know Remy a lowlife, but nothing hating what did he say? What? But
Hold on,
you
I'm about to
hating
go.
up and being a fool. Something like I'm being a fool.
Hold
I'm
on.
not being a fool.
Let me
Like
go.
these people, they tripping in this chat today.
They on fire.
Hold
They
on.
sure is. I guess they love them some Remy Ma Papoose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got you a fire chat today.
hold
Look,
on, Rich.
y'all.
They coming for you, Rich.
They show is. I'm just giving my opinion, okay?
Hold on, let me
And
read it,
my
Rich. Let me
opinion
read it.
is that
Yeah,
she was wrong for doing what the hell she did to him.
right.
What did should he waited on her? That's his wife. I feel like yes. If he committed to her and she went to jail, yes. But however, a lifelong, if it's like 5, 10 years, yeah, but a lifelong, I wouldn't expect for nobody to wait on me. But if it's 5, 10 years and you committed to me, yeah, I expect it. But if he didn't, that's his right not to leave.
Uh huh. I agree.
But she
Yeah,
wrong for cheating on him like she did. Cheating is not cool for any. I mean, people think that because she cheated and I love Remy Ma. Oh, she's supposed to be right. No, it's wrong all day long. Cheating is cheating. I don't care who the
yeah,
hell you are.
yeah. And I think they, this my chat has been hashtag, Rich. So of course it's gonna be a lot of Papoose and Remy Ma fans coming into this chat. But I will say this. Um, we're calling it down the middle. You have me as the host up here fighting for Remy. I have two people up here who disagree with me, slightly disagree with me. So it's a fair panel right here. So I don't think no one is coming for either one of them
No.
in a way where we're not making sense of their situation. And Joanne says, D-Ham, you think closing the door is through the legal system. The door has been closed by the two individuals. See, Joanne, this is where me and you will bump heads just a little bit because I love you. But yes, closing the door is through the legal system. Now, just because a woman has already, and most of the time we know that women have already checked out way before it gets to the divorce table. So we know people can check out, but that binding legal document is not there for just coincidence or happenstance. It's there for a reason. And I feel like when you take it to the next step of marriage, you can't just dismiss the fact that you got to handle your business legally. That's just like you trying to have a business. You out there, you selling food out your store, and you ain't been legal to sell it. You ain't got no LLC. You ain't got the government stamp behind it. You just out here selling. No, you don't have the legal right to sell. Legally, you supposed to go through the proper channels and handle your business.
Right. But Anastasia, it's a lot of male rappers out here rapping about cheating as well. But that's not saying that they do it. It's a rap. They doing music. They entertain us. That's not saying that they doing it and they supposed to act on what they say. So you act on everything that you say. I mean, come on now. We in real life here. She's a rapper. She's an entertainer. If she rapped about it, doesn't mean that she has to act
Wait a
on
minute.
it.
She rapped about cheating?
That's what old girl is saying.
Oh Lord. DT, what you got to say, man? We just been talking.
She rapped about cheating. It's a rap.
Did
All
she rap
bets
about
are off.
cheating?
I didn't hear it. I don't pay attention to it anymore, to be honest with you.
Okay, Crystal is going with Joanne. When she cheated, the mirrors was void. That was his ticket out right there. I agree with you. Hey, you can't be cheating on your man. So Joanne, you got some support in the chat. Hey, y'all are riding on this. Hey, this must be Debatable conversation.
But
Because even
D-Ham, one
yeah,
thing that I kind of came when I first came in, I don't agree with you on. You said that it should have been, until they get divorced, they supposed to,
Yeah.
stay, with one person, that person and not be with somebody else. I mean, how long you supposed to hold on? Because, it's some people out here that's, stopping things in a divorce. They trying to hold on to that person. So that person's supposed to stop their life because that person, this divorce is spilling out over 3-4 years. I don't agree with that. I mean, I understand the marriage vows and the whole nine, but damn, if they holding this divorce up and it's not an easy one,
oh,
2, 3, and we
okay,
divorce in 3-4 months, come on now, I'm supposed to hold my
okay,
life up and I'm not with nobody but this person out here doing what the hell they supposed to do.
okay. You know, Rich, I like a good debate. You know that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to say that you're wrong for disagreeing with me, but let me throw one that back at you.
Mm-hmm.
If your man, okay, let's put it this way. If you out here, you single to mingle, you a woman, and you find out that this man is into you, but he's still legally married, still has a wife, are you still pursuing that relationship?
No,
Or
that's
you
a whole
go,
different thing, though. That's a whole different thing.
okay, I'm asking you because that's what I
No,
was
I'm
agreeing
not.
with.
I'm not. Me, no, I'm not. That's a whole different situation. I'm saying if I'm married and my husband is dragging out the divorce, I'm not going to stop my life because he's trying to drag the divorce out because he don't want to get divorced. And this is a real life situation for me. Actually, me and my ex broke up in 2013. Yeah, 2013. We didn't get officially divorced until 2017 because he was dragging it out. But I didn't stop my life. But I'm not going to go out here and be with another married man, knowing that I'm married. Yeah, I'm go date around, do what I want to do, but it's gonna have to be with a single man.
Okay, that's the part I'm speaking to. But I think both can be right. Like you said, nobody's life should be held up, and yada yada yada. They're grown, so of course they're doing what grown folk doing. But me as a man, if I know I'm hollering at a chick, and it's just me as a man,
DT said drop the link. I guess he
okay,
got dropped down.
yeah, I don't know what happened to DT, but this is me as a man. And this goes for most, I would say probably 90% of men. If they know, if they hold on, what's going on here? Hold on. Did it go through?
Yeah, I see this
Okay.
link.
Okay. If they know, I think 90, I would say 95% of men, if they know that you hollered at a chick and she's in a situationship. She's in a situation where her and her man been separated for a year or two, but she's still legally married. Oftentimes, that dude is moving on to the next. He's not about to sit there and entertain this woman. I don't care how beautiful she is. Those doors got to be closed. And I think.
Oh, and I totally agree with that. And when I did, just kind of, do a little dating here and there, I wasn't expecting for no relationship. I didn't call myself in a relationship. I had friends. That was it. Because I wasn't, I was still a married woman because it works on both ends. He, called himself going out with me, and I'm still a married woman, although I'm in the process of a divorce. So it's just, I told them out the gate, we just friends because I don't want to say I'm in a relationship with nobody and I'm still legally married to some other man.
Come on. So basically, that's all I'm saying. So what I was saying when I first came in here, where I felt Papoose is dead wrong at, and that is, get your business handled. Not to say you wrong because you got one of the baddest female boxers of all time, and you rocking with her, but y'all could have just been like, yo, we just on the surface level, we just friends. We ain't nothing more to it. We just get, we date, we just getting to know each other in a sense, or whatever have you. But this girl went on Breakfast Club talking about, I talk to him every day. Oh, we know what it is. Yada yada blah, blah. I mean, she bumping her gums real heavy. Like, yo, well, let the brother get his. Hey, talking about, yeah, he's still legally married. But see, that's why I'm like, yo, you can't have your new boo out here pretty much saying exactly what it is. Like, you ain't even legally divorced yet. And so then she can look like a home wrecker, which we know she didn't, but
Right.
okay.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that part. Like, even if y'all behind closed doors saying we know what it is, when this we sign on papers and we officially divorced, we can step out the gate. Hey, we together, we engaged, the whole nine, whatever y'all want to do. But and on the front end, y'all keep that under wraps until you legally divorce. I agree with that.
Okay. 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 I'm trying to get
True
DT up
Slayer,
here.
true Slayer, true Slayer up here.
What's going on, Rich?
What's
D-Ham,
up,
everybody?
Reggie?
Hey, True Slayer.
How y'all doing? Happy Friday.
Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday.
Yes, this is a hot topic. I actually went live about this earlier. I'm trying to get the truths out my damn system, okay? Um, so I did actually do a live about this earlier. It's hot topic, hot topic. But a couple things, D-Ham. Yeah, everybody is, well, us over here, we love our black men, right? It's clear
Right.
how we responded about the truth and everything. Um, and you're right. I do agree with you about, you out with somebody, you're still legally married. That is absolutely wrong. Now, if you've moved on behind closed doors, it really technically still is wrong, but at least you're not out in public flaunting it and, really making it a
Mhm.
thing so that you can receive judgment behind it.
Right.
At
That's
the
what I
same,
just said. You probably was coming
yep, no,
in
I
on the
heard
back
you.
end. Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm agreeing with you, Rich. You're exactly right. And then, from experience, because like you said, you going through it, a situation. Um, I also wanted to say that I think because, it was said a lot during the LaTrue saga, we like, stop coming on here telling on your business, which is still true because it's how you do things, not necessarily what. If you want to come out here and say, y'all, just send me some virtual hugs because, I'm kind of going through it in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really stressed, you know, um, and more generally. But to come on here and go blow by blow with every, everything verbatim and showing the receipts and posting stuff is it's going too far. But I want us to remember that these people, Remy and Papoose, they have lived decades in front of the camera, you know, and so this is normal for them to come on camera and share. And because everybody touted them as this, wonderful black love, black power couple, and I know I did too. I really loved them together, and all of that. I just wanted to say that we got to be mindful that they've lived, decades in front of this camera. This is different to be telling your personal business, and to be going down there and through it. However, their livelihoods are built about their reputation and their names, you know? And so with a man, for sure, when you come attacking a man, you know, I mean, you ready to me, you ready for whatever. Because when you start tearing his manhood down, she's saying that, like the person in the comments was saying, what did she say, a punk or whatever she called him? A sucker, I'm sorry. Said that he was a sucker, he don't have no money, he a bum, all this kind of stuff. But like
Uh-huh.
they, listen, Clarissa like it. So if he ain't got no money, whatever he ain't got going on, another woman can always find, or may find value in
Mhm.
somebody that you don't, you
Mhm.
throwing away. So I'm just like, okay, I'm looking at the response. I'm looking at Remy's response to it. And if you so above him and he ain't this and he ain't that, and you've moved on, then why are you on here insulting him, calling him ugly? I don't know when she was saying ugly, was she talking about him or Clarissa? I'm not sure.
I have no.
Um,
I don't.
but
Go ahead.
but
Go
she
ahead.
was
You
saying,
ain't no.
yeah, but she was just saying ugly, And I'm like, I know you hurt and everything like that, but if you are the one saying that you the one on top, you was like Bree, you the bag, you the motion,
Yeah.
Negro, you was just around for the ride and everything else. Then why are you reducing yourself to coming on here and being, and doing all of this? And I'll say it's not be done. When she said about Clarissa, well, she said to him, when every time you'll come on here and say something disrespectful to me, I'm gonna drag you. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just drag her? Because if she the one doing the talking,
Right.
then why wouldn't you talk about her? But you definitely know you can't whoop her. I know until now she
Mm-mm.
felt like she could whoop everybody in the world, but you most definitely not getting in no ring with Clarissa. So, so she knows she can't. She knows she can't. That's why she said, if she talk, I'm gonna drag you. Yeah, because you ain't gonna drag her, is you, huh?
I'm gonna have to
Absolutely
put
not.
some money on Remy. I'm gonna have to go with the underdog, man.
Well, if you like giving away money, just go on and give it away.
You trying to send her to Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. You think a 40-something-year-old woman finna beat somebody that's what? Is she 30? That train every day?
No,
Mm-mm.
she in her. Oh yeah, she's 30. Yeah, Clarissa. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to give Remy some. I'm gonna have to give her. Hey, I'm not gonna give her the full edge, but I'm gonna like
D-Ham.
if it ain't legally, if
Stop
they
it.
ain't fighting legally, they just fighting
D-Ham.
civilly. Go ahead.
D-Ham. You know I love you, right? But I said it in the
So,
chat. If you was married to Remy in another life, just tell us.
I love me Remy. I
what she
love me
said.
some Remy. But
Just tell us.
I got a little crush on Remy. I can't front with it.
Tell you what. I'm,
Golly. Because Remy
I'm
gonna go see Jesus. It ain't gonna take but a 1-2. It's
Right.
right.
over for her. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Now unless she gonna make a pew.
Right.
Nah, no, let's leave the weapons
Other than
out of it.
that,
Nah.
No,
what,
I'm not.
what you
I'm
say,
not.
DT?
I said,
Go
let's
ahead.
leave the weapons out of it. No weapons, you get in that
Well,
ring,
I
you
know,
done.
but I'm saying
It's
that's the only
over.
way she gonna win.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with that because Clarissa got them hands now. She got them hands. So I don't think Remy do want that. I don't think she do. I don't think she want
She
that.
can't. She can't. Clarissa beating people who train every day, who
She
drink
sure is.
eggs for a meal. I mean, come on.
I would have to see Remy go to a ring and get on some gloves and
Oh
see
my
I
how
God.
she
don't want to
box
see
around.
Remy do nothing but sit down and be quiet.
Yeah. I think that's the smartest thing Papoose did. He picked the right person. He
Yeah,
said,
well, how
ooh,
did he gonna
you.
do that though?
You.
He said, yeah, hey, for DT and True Slayer to be to go at your point. Basically, I think Papoose knew like if I get any average chick, Remy gonna run him off anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna be able to run
Mm-hmm.
Clarissa off. Right? She ain't gonna be able.
Nah.
And I
She ain't gonna
think
be
that
able
he, but he boxed too. So I think, and I also think he like a woman that know how to fight.
to,
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
he said I was a fan of hers long before this, and he pointed to receipts on his Instagram where he was like, you could see, like, basically before he ever even met her or any of that ever came about, he was already kind of hyping her up,
yeah,
saying she was this and that. So, I mean, he just like women who could fight too. But like I said, this the best. When I tell you, when this happened, I wasn't happy because I did love them as a couple. But
yeah,
I was laughing to myself, saying, if anybody he had to go get Clarissa because according to Remy, she could fight everybody in the world.
yeah. Oh yes, oh
So
yeah, oh yeah. She probably and she got that Brooklyn the Bronx, the Boogie Bronx. She got that swag, like that mentality. So I mean, I'm a upstate New York dude, so I relate to anything New York, and I feel like she just come with that dog mentality, like I'm gonna walk anybody. But you're right. When it comes to Clarissa, there's another animal coming from Flint, Michigan, right? I mean, I don't know if you're gonna be able to handle that.
Michigan, that's my home state. That's my home state. Don't play with us.
Yeah, she's straight out there from the mud, So
Man, Flint.
she's a beast. So I get that, but Pat Brown, man, you know good well your girl, man, Remy bought like the better match. But at the end of the day, I think he do have a right to I think if anybody deserves happiness, he do. But it's
I
how
do
you go
too.
about it. It's how you go about it. Because what I do understand, and y'all may disagree with me, but I've been divorced, so I know the pain that comes with that, and it takes time. Anybody that you go directly in a relationship with, you put in that relationship. It's almost like it's only there to therapeutic what's really going on with you. That's why they call it rebounds.
Mm-hmm. Hey, T down there in the comments said, she said Flint, Michigan, drink that brown water. And let me tell you that I'm from Michigan, but I'm not from Flint. Let's be clear. And so you mean to tell me a woman who drinking brown water, bathing in brown water, end up being the greatest women's boxer in the world? Leave Clarissa alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't no Clarissa.
This woman,
We ain't gonna shade on Clarissa. And brown water, we gotta pray. Hey, we gotta pray for those people, man. That water was. I wonder why they let that water go like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's terrible, but that's a whole nother conversation.
listen, I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
a
just
whole nother
saying.
conversation.
If she came from that, leave her alone. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
She ain't nothing to play with when it comes to if she ain't messing with you. This is the only thing I don't like about what Remy doing. Don't pick the fight with the girl. She's not the problem. Your issues with your man that left you. That's really your issue. And y'all got a daughter together. Why are y'all on this internet like this? Like, stop it.
I got you, T. I'm sorry I cut you off, but she was saying no. I'm on her side. I'm saying it makes her tough. Yes, T.
Okay.
I just want to acknowledge that you did clarify that.
At this point, to be honest, I think at one point he wasn't ready to let go of the marriage, even while dating Clarissa. That's where it gets tricky, and that's where I was at. But basically, Rich Talk and DT helped me to understand it a little differently, how to look at this a little bit, process it a little bit differently for Papoose. And I just think maybe he got to get it out of his system. But I think that's hurt that we listening to y'all. What do y'all think?
I think he just clever,
Um,
strategic.
He's strategic.
Mm-hmm.
and he's still being true to who I always saw him. Like, even though he was exposing, he had the same composure. Okay,
Right.
he wasn't stammering and stuttering. He didn't look like he was lying or nothing. He was just like, this is what it is. And whereas when she come, like with that Lionia stuff, you come with the insults, talking about how somebody look. Uh, showing receipt. I don't know if y'all saw her showing the pawn receipt, saying he done pawned her Cartier watch or something. How
Ooh,
broke he is. She showed the receipt for
ooh,
that. Um,
ooh. I didn't
and
see
I'm
all
like,
that.
and I think the receipt was from like, well, I can't remember if it was November 24 or 23. I can't remember, but I'm saying to myself, like, y'all are married, so even showing that receipt doesn't mean that y'all didn't have an agreement about that pawn. Maybe it was for you, but he signed it. I mean, it's too ambiguous
Absolutely.
to just show that and say, look, and that's that Lionia stuff that I cannot stand. To
Yep.
come
Right.
on here, it's one thing to be doing it like, between y'all and in person. But when you come on the internet and you say all of that stuff and you posting receipts and you can paint any picture you want. That's the beauty, or not beauty, but that's the demise of the internet. You can paint whatever picture you want. And I think that and I said it on my live earlier. Y'all go check it out if you missed it. But I kind of went in on this and I was saying that I'm disappointed in her response because we need our Black men. And if he was such a sucker and all of this stuff, you showed it. You ain't left him yet. If y'all ain't up in the same bed, she says, in 2022, but y'all still married. So you just as culpable as he is for not having gotten out the marriage sooner. But to come on here and say he's a bum and he's broke, and I mean, she really went there like how Bree did with Robert. She said that what she say the best something and the best shoe tire in the world, something like he just a lap dog, like he just run behind you, tie your shoe for you,
Well,
you know what I'm saying, and all this kind of stuff, when he was really, she didn't even understand he was honoring her by tying her shoe in public and doing all of that stuff in public. You call it a lap dog? I
well,
mean,
well.
it's so a lot. She really, really attacked his manhood, and then she did say that
Mm-hmm.
his son really don't like him, and that his son called her, and that don't make her put his son on her live to air him out. And I'm like,
Ooh.
okay, well, if her son got a problem with him, let his son air him out on his channel. Why are you gonna,
Right.
invite his son to do that on yours? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of little. I'm trying to really
Ooh.
pick up the
Yeah.
details of
Yeah.
the
That's deep.
story, D-Ham, because I really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
I
kind of
must
stuff
didn't
is
listen to all of
unacceptable.
Remy's rant. I must have didn't listen to it all because you said things I
Yeah.
didn't hear.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
So I'm like, dang, you really, really attacking his manhood and saying that, like you said, Clarissa's his come up, and she feels sorry for Clarissa because she over there and she already know the basically the game he running on her and got her
Right.
spinning around in a circle. I'm like, well, you still spinning too, because he weak and he this and he that, but he is your husband. He's your husband. You married.
Well, let me say
So
this. Let me say shout out to Queen Steph for being in the building. Shout out to you, Queen. And
what's
she
up, Queen
says,
Step?
"Yeah, you know we rock with you, heavy Queen Steph." And
Very much.
she says, "What's the purpose of running to another man when you haven't detached yourself from the one you're divorcing?" Okay, and okay, okay, that's against Remy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, I'm not for what Remy's done or what she's doing. I agree with all of y'all, especially you, Queen Step. That's my position. Is both of them. I feel like even with Papoose, I've noticed his relationship more than I noticed whatever she got going on. Maybe I ain't been paying that close attention to her, but I just feel like they needed to handle their paperwork and move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before going into any type of relationship. But I get where Papoose is at, but I do feel like you can't properly love Clarissa and love owner properly with a clean conscience, because you still
Mm-hmm.
have something going on that you gotta give her. You gotta let her know. Look, whatever that was my past. You my future. Like you who you my present and my future. You who I'm trying
Yeah.
to build with. And I just don't think they're building. He's at a stagnant place.
I don't know.
See, DM,
I
that's
don't
not
know about that.
a one size fit all though. In their case, maybe it fits what you just stated, but that's not a one size fit all because to your point earlier, women and some men, they check out way before the relationship is technically over or divorce is happening. So you have to think about those things. Yeah, you could say, oh, because they still married, that don't mean that a person still loves that person because they still married to him. I know somebody today that's been in my family that's been married 30 years, but they was only living together for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But they chose not to get a divorce for whatever reason.
Hmm.
So
I never
that
understood that.
sometimes that love is not there. So it's not a one size fit all with everybody.
But
Right.
what I've learned as I've gotten older, men, a good, honorable, righteous man, they want you to be his peace.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not know
Right.
that when you're younger, but and like she said, he's a 47-year-old man. She's only 30. I feel sorry for her because what she want with this 47-year-old washed up bum and all of this stuff. I feel sorry for her and all of that. But like, he's your husband, so whatever he is, he's your husband. Even when you get divorced, he'll be your ex-husband. It'll still be that you married him at some point and you stayed with him for decades. So let's not tear the man down. If it's not working out, it's not working out.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Right.
and just go ahead on. Um, but yeah,
I'm
no,
with
I
it.
just think that she really tore his. She really said some. She did that Lionia stuff. She really dug into him like he was absolutely a complete sucker. Um, and if he was such a great man, who leaves a great man? Y'all got to think about it and all of that. I'm like, that's the same. It's just reminiscent of what we just came out of. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because I mean, it's just crazy. I'm like, man, is this a spear running around and hopping into everybody or what? But
yeah.
um, I really just don't want to ignore the fact that again, most men wouldn't do what he did. And y'all back many, 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 many years ago, I faithfully waited 3 years for my man to come home. And I didn't talk to sleep with anybody. So it can be done. I would never recommend it. I would never recommend anybody to ever sit and wait and stop their life for anybody. I don't care how in love y'all was, because they come out of there a different person anyway. And it really take a very strong, anointed person to come out of there and be okay, especially for a long time. And all for all kind of other reasons. I would never recommend waiting on somebody. I don't want to offend anybody if you are waiting on somebody, but I just wouldn't recommend it. But I did it. It could be done, you know. But it sounded like they both did some things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, while she was in there allegedly, while he was out of there. But guess what? When she got out of there, guess who was there with open arms? Wasn't
Right.
nobody in the way, seemingly. So I mean, 6 years later, he could have went on and ran off into the sunset, had kids with somebody, and all kind of stuff. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
but he was still available for her.
Wow.
And that should have been the main thing that kept her from going online. Just that alone. And the fact that she went online with the nonsense, just don't look at it the same.
Well, I'm with you. Check, Mr. Sander. I did drop the link. This StreamYard is so difficult now to figure it out because it's hard to get the link dropped and all of the above. But I did drop the link. I'm gonna try to do it again. But you always welcome, Mr. Sander. It ain't never an issue with you coming up on my platform. But go ahead, Rich. What you got to say?
No, I'm good. I'm just listening in, you know.
Uh huh.
Like I said, you know, it's a trending topic. It's a good topic. I mean, you know, it made people think differently about what they're doing in their marriage or relationship. You know, if they gonna wait for the person that's in jail or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just every situation is different, and you can't look at one situation the same because everybody got something different going on in their life. And to True Slayer's point, you know, like them putting their stuff out on the internet, you know, maybe because they celebrities, they feel like they have to, you know, put it out there because they ain't getting listened to on the back end or what have you. I don't know. But, you know, I don't agree with people putting their business, especially personal business, a marriage. I don't agree with that. If you got something else going on, some little fight, little spats, okay, fine, you know, okay. But a marriage, divorce, I don't agree with that because, hell, like I said, I officially got divorced in 2017. People didn't even know I was divorced until I told them because I don't put my shit out to look like that.
Right,
Uh huh.
right. Now, if y'all don't mind, I want to respond to Tyson Garcia, who said, first off, why folks dating jailbirds? Shaking my head. Um, I'm thinking you must be referring to me, and if you're not, I'm gonna make sure by answering you. Um, when you in your 20s, you do a lot of stuff that you shouldn't do. I would never recommend waiting on anybody, but to me, I won because I was the honorable person in the situation. I was true to my, even at a young age, I was true and faithful and loyal in everything I was supposed to be. So I don't have any shame about anything. I was just making the point that I don't recommend stopping your life for somebody. I just don't think I
Well,
don't think
well,
somebody should ask you to or expect you to. Really, I think it's selfish to ask somebody to do that.
well.
You know,
That's
I don't like when people just automatically assume they don't know what the situation was. It could have been a situation where this man could have been protecting you and he got put in jail and they convicted him on the technicality or anything. They don't know the situation. So stop assuming that it's he a jailbird or he did something wrong. He robbed somebody. You don't know what the
Right.
yeah.
situation
You
is.
don't know. You
You
don't know.
That is
Right.
not your situation.
Yeah.
Stop
You don't.
judging people.
You can
That's
go
what
to
gets
jail
me with
doing
people. They
barefoot.
need to stop judging people so much. We just four people on here having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
having a healthy debate. You know, don't put us in y'all feelings about these people that's on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Tyson said, "No, I'm not referring to you, Miss. It's a general statement."
Yeah. Well, because we did cover some of that, True Slayer. Not to say we knew
Well,
anything about your
then I
experience,
respect that.
but we
I
we
respect
did
that.
we
The
did
timing of
cover.
it was uncanny, though. So, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. We got to be
Right.
careful that we don't be disrespectful, y'all. Please be respectful as possible in the chat. This is a touchy conversation because it has layers to it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we talk. That's why we're addressing it because of the layers. It ain't because this is a couple that just got married and got divorced and and we didn't witness a lot of healthy love and healthy
Mm-hmm.
situations with it that both of these people um took time out they career to um make make us understand that they're human and all of these other things. And so when Rich came up here, we were talking about that 1% of men to hold down a woman while she's doing the bid. So we was already talking about a man holding down a woman and women holding down men. So that's
Hmm.
where we was at, True Slave. I don't know when you came in,
Okay.
but maybe that's where some of the comments is coming at, because when you look at what Papoose did for Remy, and then she came out and did something completely different, it lets you wonder why did he put in all that effort? Why did he put in all that time? But go, hey, Mr. Senator, what's good with it?
Hey, why Rich left? Rich be talking some good stuff. Her true slab.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hey,
she just dropped down. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what
yeah, I
happened.
don't know why I like listening to Miss Rich. But what I was finna
Mm-hmm.
say, come up here and say, yeah, but that girl had came online and say it wasn't no relationship. That stuff been over, so that man supposed to move on.
Right.
She did come and say that. Did is I'm wrong? Y'all correct me
That's
if
what
she
that's
said.
my understanding.
That's what
She
she
say
said.
we been not being together. They
She
they
said we
been
ain't slept in the same bed since 2022. Now, and if that's the case, I know it's like a technicality now that they're legally married, and we can get, you know, up in,
right.
feelings talking about, but they still married. But I mean,
And then
yeah.
what? And then was she in the man house in the bed with somebody else?
Yeah,
So he
I don't know
said,
she
about
had
that.
another. He said he busted her out with another woman.
So
That came.
damn.
and not
So
just another woman, the woman that she was incarcerated with.
Yeah,
You
yeah, you
know
know
what?
what? When you go to incarceration, them girls turn you out, boy. But I ain't play that. I'm telling you, them girls turn you out. They look like real boys in there, and they play like they're man, baby. They be in them closets and watch house rooms, and I'm telling you, because I done been up there. I done been up there. I know, but he ain't doing nothing wrong, DM, because she been messed up this marriage. She been talking trash. She been cheating with all these people. So this man was being faithful to her. So hey, just cause they still married, it ain't nothing else. She done said it ain't nothing else. She said that.
uh, uh, uh.
So hey, just like Rich them say, you could be in a marriage, but you don't be in love.
Mm-hmm.
But he in love, he respected her, but she the one putting all his information out on the internet. Again, another lie on her. And I want to just say this: you don't think she called Lyona and talked to her, did?
Man, hey, they gonna link up now because you already know that is but Remy doesn't have the see what if Papoose was a no good dude, she would probably have the internet and the frenzy more on her side when it comes to her truth. But
Right.
because we witnessed Papoose, we seen the brother put in the work. That's what I was saying in the beginning. It was no reason for him to come out here and try to prove himself or try to go against like rebuttal anything she had to say because we already know this brother put in the sweat equity. We know he put
Well,
in the
you
work.
know what, DM? I'm gonna stop you from there. That's what happened to Latrue. He come out and defend himself. This man ain't finna. He probably seen this song and say, "I ain't finna let that happen to me." You
Well,
know.
when you start really, it's one thing to say, you know what I'm saying, I don't want him, he can be with her, and that's that. But when you start, like I said, really, really digging into a person and saying that, when you start calling a man weak, when your
Right.
wife is publicly calling you weak and PUSSYs and saying how, you basically her do boy, and then he comes back and says, listen, I can prove, documented proof that I have written 90% of every rap she ever rapped. He said, I could prove it. And so he said, I never asked her for anything because she was my wife. We just lived. You know what I mean? He said, I didn't, he said, and when y'all said, we know you the lyricist, like, well, he didn't say lyricist, that's my word. He said, when y'all said that, we know you all behind the pen. That's what he said, behind that pen.
Yeah,
He said, I
yeah,
never confirmed it. He said, I just
yeah,
let y'all say whatever. And so my thing was that, like, you just gotta know when you got a good thing, and the grass ain't always
Right.
greener. Like, back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
True
Shout out to
Slayer.
corporate thug Mika coming in the chat. Thank you, Queen, for being here. Go ahead, Mr.
Tr-
Sanders.
True Slayer, baby. I think we in another saga like the one we trying to get away from.
Nah.
I don't think y'all
Nah,
ready
they
for
ain't.
Papoose and Remy Ma's fans because they done came up in here And Rich Talk done already. She done went toe to toe with some people in the chat. I'm like,
I
oh
Uh-huh.
know.
no, this is
What
this
you
is
think,
And
something.
Mr.
DT?
Sander, and you see, he just like LaTruth. He calm, cool, collected.
Exactly. So that man had to
No.
come out. When I seen him doing that video I seen it on the Truth page last night. That man was calm. He wasn't cussing. He was just talking calm. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
TV, she
Yeah.
did this. She brought all this to the internet. She trying to
Right.
disrespect that man. She done got caught in
Hmm.
the house. And then the man say they got a house down the street from the house, ain't it?
He said
Yeah.
she got an
Yeah.
apartment. She got a little apartment down the way, he said.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So, hey, this man ain't doing wrong. Keep that man, Carissa. Keep him. He a good man.
Yeah,
Well, he gonna keep her around until you get rid of Remy.
the
Yeah.
sacrifice that he did for Remy is crazy though. Basically when he was like, yo, he was putting her stuff in storage, paying for the storage. Then he had to
Right.
pack up the house in Jersey, go get a spot in Brooklyn, and just so she can move around freely on while she's on parole or whatever have you, or she got to deal with a public what you call them people? I guess it's
Public defender.
yeah, not a public defender, but when you got a is it parole? It ain't parole.
Uh,
Yeah,
um,
probation officer, parole officer.
probation officer.
Parole officer. Yeah, you got to deal with. Yeah, okay, this parole. Um, so you're dealing with all of these issues that he's trying to center family around her. She is sort of like did him grimy. After all that he did, he could have been the worst simp in the world. She should have just been honest and said, you know what?
Damn, she ain't sorry. She did.
Mhm.
She
Listen,
took trying
Mr.
to tell
Sander,
that man.
I don't know if you heard, but D Ham was married to Remy in another life.
Yeah, I
Apparently
can
so.
tell. And, this lady
So
done came on here and tore this man down just like them other people did. Lord have mercy. I'm so glad this a new saga. Please, oh, it's a new saga.
I
We
think this one gonna be a short one.
This one more interesting, and you know what I'm saying. But you know what? I'm telling you, y'all, I'm gonna jump down, baby. Thank God y'all done changed the
yeah, you
saga
said
around. Thank God.
thank you, Mr. Sanders. You know you
Mr.
Thank
my
you,
Sander
girl.
baby.
said
You're more than
enough.
welcome, girl.
It's enough is enough. I don't even come on here. Thank you,
Pimo in
Lord.
the building. Hey, shout out to Pimo. Shout out to Pimo.
And
Exact.
Pimo
look, and
in.
I'm team DDG too.
Team
Yeah.
DDG.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into the DDG thing. I don't really know them like that, but I did hear about his situation. So um
Yeah, because these women's are tearing down our black kings now. You notice that?
yeah, yeah.
And
Yes.
they
Upper
think they can
Yes.
get away with it. They can just talk to my
Mm-hmm.
men's and do these black brothers like this. And they all need to get together. What that man name? What his name? All them, him and the truth, all them need to come together. I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah,
you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They
Papoose.
need to come together. Yeah, Papu and
Yes.
the other one. What the other one name?
DDG.
DDG.
Yeah, all of them need to come together. Now look, this man can't even see his child. Ooh, this stuff is
Well, she
sick.
calling him all kind of soft, he this and he that, but you act like a man. That's equally unattractive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nobody, a woman shouldn't be acting like a man. You can be strong and everything, but she acts like a man. So of course you don't want no other masculine energy that's in competition with your own. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you back, Rich. Yeah. But we got three strong real men that's been tan down on this internet back to back like this. It don't make no sense. It don't make
Mm.
no sense. These women need to stop that. And they coming to the internet with it. Wow. Everybody coming to the internet with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Once you come to the internet,
I'm gonna jump down. I just wanted to say that lady been say that marriage was over D Ham. So I don't know what you trying to talk about. He need to hold on to. He get a divorce. She done said in so many words. She ain't been with that man. She been caught in the bed with a man in his man house. She got an apartment down the street. But what he supposed to wait for?
right?
No, he ain't got no minute waiting. He doing just right.
Well, maybe I'm with it, but I'm just not like, yo, I'm about handling your business. You know what I'm saying? That
Well,
you
you're right, Hannah. Your benefit did
yeah.
have this lady done did all this to this man. He ain't came out with nothing, not until now. She done did in his house.
Yeah, she done
Come
did a
on
lot.
now.
She done did
She
a
done
lot.
did too much.
Yeah. based
Listen,
on
Miss
his
Lasanda
words.
got 5 sons. She ain't playing with these women out here.
Sure,
Mm-mm.
I got 5 songs. I
Oh
ain't
Lord.
playing. That's why I
Amen.
be. That's why I be up on this kind of stuff, baby. You better believe it. They ain't finna tear my sons down, baby.
Oh Lord,
No, I'm watching them.
girl. Hey, your boy
We need
Tyson in the
more of that.
chat. Tyson said you get turned out because you want to get turned out.
Yeah, well,
Tyson,
baby.
Tyson been coming. Hey, you coming for my panel, man? You got
But you know what? Anytime a woman go like that, it been in her.
yeah.
It's been
Well,
always
Mm-hmm.
in her. She always been either she been curious or it been just been in
maybe
her.
she ain't getting sexually satisfied. Why? Cause she just. Yeah, hey, now
See,
is that a problem? Like,
No, I'm talking about
this
it.
is the thing. It's the measure. It's how do you measure a man? That's what's in question right now. If you measure a man by how much money he got and how much money he gonna give you, so you don't have to go be productive and walk in your assignment, that's one perspective. But if you're somebody that's like, listen, because what's most important to me don't have nothing to do with your money. But if you
mm,
are who I desire, you're gonna automatically have some money, right?
Exactly. As me,
So,
truth bearer,
but
you
you
just
focusing
like
on the
me.
money, you focusing on the money, and your character is flawed because you so focused on the money. You're doing things that you shouldn't be doing because of the money. So,
right.
Yeah.
your character should precede you. And if your character is, and you're an honorable man, you're gonna have some money. God gonna bless you. You and doors gonna open and everything gonna happen. But if you don't believe that, and you just like, listen, I'm after that money. As a man, I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to provide, but you got to put God first so that you stay out of trouble with it, so that you're not doing it, the wrong way and stuff like that.
Right.
It's how do you measure a man for me?
So
Like
Mm-hmm.
then
people
y'all
saying
say,
they calling him pawn post and all of this and saying like okay, but what which is
True
funny,
slang.
I ain't gonna lie.
Wait. What
Um
they calling these two slaves? My first time hearing that.
Child, they said pawn post, okay?
Cause he
Oh shit.
ponders stuff.
Pawn post.
but did y'all say he helped write her music?
Yeah.
Oh,
uh,
Oh, okay. But then she say he ain't nothing. He ain't did nothing. Oh, girl, this saga is falling
wait a
in
minute. You
my.
mean to tell me that there's really a team really mind about to develop out here?
It
Nah.
probably is.
what did you
No.
say?
Well, we know
Is
about
there a
their character.
Team Remy about to develop out here? Is this about to be Team Remy versus Papoose?
I don't
We'll
know, but
find out.
I'm
If they
following
Mhm.
calling
too,
him
What
man.
they
Pond
gonna have, the
Poose,
Remy Raccoons against the what? Papoose
well,
Panthers? What
if
we
they calling
doing?
him Pond Poose, then
What we doing?
it's some
What
people
we
out here
doing?
trolling.
Nah.
And Queen Stout Boy, what we doing? What we doing?
Remy Raccoons trying to mess
Right.
with the Papoose Panthers. Come on now, y'all.
Oh,
What is going on?
this is crazy
Mm,
work. So
very crazy.
he was pawning her jewelry and stuff. But see, this is the thing that he had to admit to. He said he has he got addicted to gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Now that may not be a reason to cheat on your man, but if he out there messing up a
Gambling
bag,
it out.
Shots
See,
Yeah.
fired, baby.
Brandy Gibson said, but how she get the original pawn ticket? Bingo. Pay attention.
Yeah.
hey,
She
hey,
always have been a cheater, honey. She ain't just started. Yeah.
You know what? I'm guess
Yeah.
I'm starting to think these internet people women, they done went to receipt school to try to learn how to make receipts.
oh,
That's what they
Yeah.
got their degree in, receipt
uh,
But
creation.
he thought she was clever by going to the money thing because that's what we'll focus on because he ain't in the limelight like that. So that was her only play on him. I think if she come out
Wow.
again, it's gonna be terrible. I'm like, what?
shout out to my
Somebody
new
say
member.
she dropped something else today. They asked me, did I see it at the house? What she drop at the house today?
Thank you, I'm chosen for
I don't
membering up on
know.
my channel. Thank you so much, Queen. I
They
appreciate
said
that.
my little nephew say, Auntie, you ain't hear what she dropped today in the house? I say no. She just dropped something. He said he would just listen to it when I was leaving, so I don't know. I ain't seen it.
You talking about Remy?
Yeah.
She dropped something.
She
Like
went out,
physically?
Like she was
Oh,
talking again, like at the
oh,
house. But when she was talking the first time, when she at the airport, I don't
I
know.
don't know where she was at.
Yeah, but I got to get into it now. It's two stories now. I sure ain't getting into the truth. Now I'm a true supporter, but I don't want to go talk about the other girl. I want to get into these other two, see what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I just want. I do want to pay attention to what happens in court for the truth, and
yeah.
I'm praying for his, God to favor him in that. And other than that, like I done got a headache for real. Like,
Yeah, cause while we talking about that, let me tell you what she doing now. She decided to bring the babies out now, and everything baby now, cause she wants y'all to talk about the baby. But I hope they don't talk about him. Please don't talk
mm-mm,
about her. Please
mm-mm.
go to this saga here. Please let her stay. Leave her alone. Let her go to Best Buy.
Miss
Go to
Lasanda
Best Buy.
said, "Please."
Yeah, she is
Oh
the
goodness,
scam queen for internet. So y'all just be
Yeah,
careful
man.
with that.
now she got the
She's scamming.
babies out here. She ain't had the baby. It's baby this, all that. 'Cause she want everybody to say something about them baby. Please don't y'all do it. Please don't. Get on this circuit right here. Please don't. Please don't.
Hmm.
Please.
Mm-mm.
Shout out to you, Cat Onyx, in the chat. She says, I just don't believe that a man's gonna stay and live with his wife, knowing that she's constantly cheating. Ain't no man stand. I'm with
Yeah,
you now.
men can't do that. Women
Yeah,
can do that. No,
I'm with you on that.
they
Yeah,
can't.
I'm with you
mm-mm.
on that. Shoot, that
I never cheated, y'all. I truly have never cheated on anybody. I promise you. But at the same time, I still know because um, of his experiences with other women that now you trying to make me pay for it. You trying to hold me accountable to some type of behavior I'm not exhibiting because you thinking you're gonna have your woman gonna cheat on you because somebody else have. So it does perpetuate through our relationships. Whatever
But you
happened
know
with
what?
somebody else, trying to put it on the next person.
But you know what? When a woman cheat on a man, the other man ain't gonna never trust her. Is I'm right,
No.
DDT? Is I'm right? If you cheat
You
on
right.
one man with another man, you think that man respect you and trust you? Hell no,
But you
Mm-mm.
know
he
what I
don't.
hate about that though is that is the expectation. And it's the other way around. That all the man can say is, "Baby, please."
Yeah,
Like please forgive me and all of that. What make you think it's excusable for you? What make y'all think that?
right.
yeah.
Why?
Mm.
For real.
Can't
Hello, it's
answer
two
that
men on the
question.
line.
Yeah,
Crickets.
Can't answer that question.
I go ahead, DT.
Not just play. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But do y'all agree with me, DVT? You trust a woman that cheated on her husband for you?
Nope. Not a
You
chance in hell.
That's right. That's
You'll
right.
never trust her again. Nothing she can do.
And nothing she can do, and you don't respect or trust her
I ain't gonna say
at
I don't
all.
respect her, but I don't trust her.
Yeah.
What's that movie, y'all? I think it's kind of old where I think somebody approached this couple and he offered them like, what was it, $1 million or $2 million for one night with his wife or something like that?
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see that.
And they
I
was
know
in,
what
it's
you're
an
Indecent
talking about.
older
I can't
proposal.
movie.
think of the name of it.
Indecent
And
proposal.
thank you. How much do you remember how much it was? Was it something like that? 1 million?
I was a little boy when that came out. I can't tell you. I
I
just remember the
know. It's
movie.
so old, but I was just thinking like, is that really a discussion?
Nope.
It shouldn't be.
You
Well,
can't put a
yeah,
price
I
on it.
for men we don't. If anything we love, we ain't we ain't willing to give it up like that. Like, and this goes to, not to switch up conversations. I don't really want to put the Diddy and Cassie situation in, but let me just say this about Kim Porter. You're not hearing. Now, he probably was abusive to Kim Porter, but he didn't put her in situations where she was getting um, sex workers for her. Where men going in and out of her. It was a different type of love for that. So, men, when we love something, we ain't letting another man come in and have their way with that.
He didn't do
Ain't
that with
happening.
Well,
Young Miami either, did he?
No, he
nah.
ain't doing that.
he,
Not where his heart is
he,
at.
actually, he actually stole Kim Porter from Al B. Sure.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm. That's why
Well,
Al B. Sure's son is older than his kids.
Mm.
he didn't do that
Anyway,
with Young Miami either, did he? Y'all. He didn't treat her
Man,
like
no.
that.
I used to be in love with
Um,
Albie Shore. Okay, do not play. Shoot,
Yeah,
pretty boy.
yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because we do have the double standards that's always ever present.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
that's
you can
true.
always debate stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we done had a good me and Rich talk. We done had a good debate. Me, DT, and Rich talk. Because of course I was heavily on where Papoose is wrong in this situation, but they, it balanced itself out.
Yeah, cause Papoose ain't wrong. That lady wrong. She been said they been done. What relationship? Don't come on here and act like she. I heard her say, "Don't come on here and act like we was in a relationship." Now I heard her
But you
say
know
that.
what? I think that's just how she talk too. She probably don't even mean what she say.
Well, she
Mm-mm-mm.
said it. She sure said it. I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard her say that.
she
Mhm.
got a little masculine energy in her too. So I don't know.
But she lost a good man. She got all this stuff packed up at the door, and the brother said, "I don't want that stuff. I ain't coming back." Like I'm like, oh damn, this it done
Oh, well,
really
she
got
got his
deep,
stuff packed up.
man.
Yeah,
Packed
she
up.
showed it, and it
That
was a lot of bags. Probably
it.
about 100 bags.
Or
It
what
looked like.
Carissa probably said, "Don't go get it. I'll buy you new shit." Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't said, ain't it?
Person
That
said,
Nah,
wasn't
"All right,
said.
I send it. I'll send somebody to get it.
nah,
Whatever, people to get it."
nah. Remy packed them bags so Carissa wouldn't come over there. That's why she packed them bags. She said, "You keep far away from me."
Yeah, you think
Problem.
Remy scared of Clarissa? I would love
She ain't got to be
I would love
scared,
to
but
see
she's
a
smart.
regular. I would like to see Remy working out in the gym to see what if she got some speed to her hands.
No, listen. Before Remy had the surgery, she was thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Remy was a lot thicker, and like she looked more of that. More not muscular, but you know what I'm saying. She was just thicker. She was more
muscular.
solid. And now that she lost all that weight or whatever, she can't do. Listen, there ain't nothing she could do but lay
Mm-mm.
down.
Yeah, Clarissa may walk her down, boy, with them hand speed.
Man,
Girl, that
One
lady,
fell
that lady,
swoop.
one,
I'm
one,
telling
one
you.
punch at the air. One punch
Telling
at
you.
the
mm,
air.
Yeah, DM, you really believe in her, don't you? My Lord.
she don't want to
I'm
mess up
not
her
going against
face.
the New Yorker now. Y'all already know that I'm a straight Buffalo, New
I
York.
don't care where she from. She ain't beating that girl. Period. She could be
Look,
training
New
with the
Yorkers,
soldiers.
we got a toughness about
she
us.
better be from Wakanda and come with some.
She lying.
She need to come. She need to
I enjoyed
Mm.
y'all. I'm finna jump down, 'cause y'all know I'm finna go to the casino.
Now
Okay,
you have a
okay,
good one.
okay. Good luck to
All
you,
right.
Mr. Sanders
All
Casino.
right.
see, Mr.
All right.
Sander.
All right,
What
all
what
Yeah.
right.
is, what is the stuff in Wakanda, y'all?
It was
Um,
it's
The
called
vibranium.
vibranium.
yeah,
Vibra-
vibranium. She gotta
That's what
have some
she gonna
vibration.
Maybe
use.
gotta go get some vibranium.
Oh Lord, y'all been killing my girl today. Y'all been
Hey,
getting her.
your girl is out of her league. I mean, she cool.
She
I
definitely
mean,
out of pocket, but she
I
I
mean,
don't know. I ain't gonna give up on her just yet, DT.
nah. I mean, look, she gonna be fine outside of this situation. But just leave that girl alone and let that man go. Don't
Wait,
say nothing else.
Papoose got a song coming out tomorrow. Tyson, he better not rap about his ex-wife. He better
Tyson
not rap.
probably Tyson might be trolling Papoose. You know,
What?
Tyson.
Yeah,
What? Now,
but
Are
DM,
you
you
but
rooting
trolling
for the
Papoose,
truth, right?
Tyson?
they may battle rap, huh?
You cheer for the truth to do it. Now you don't want Papoose to do it, so you know he gonna destroy it.
Remy's she's a battle rapper. It may be career suicide for Papoose.
What? Nah.
Man,
What?
Papoose
You
he
talking
don't want
about
to
them
rap
two
against
against each
Remy
other?
Ma. He don't want to see
Ooh,
Remy Ma
wait a
with
minute,
the lyrics.
wait a minute. I did not hear
Wait a
you. What you say,
minute.
D-Ham?
You
I
don't.
said I said it may be a career suicide for Papoose to do a battle rap against his ex-wife, Remy Ma.
Well,
He
well,
wrote
to be
all
honest
her.
with you,
He wrote 85 to 90% of her stuff.
well, be honest with you, ain't the young people ain't gonna care. They gonna laugh at both of them. be
Come on
honest
now,
with you.
but I know what you saying, DT. But come on, D Ham, he wrote most of her stuff, so it ain't no battle there at all.
Yeah, yeah, it ain't no battle.
Yeah. In your other life, what church did y'all get married at?
That's a good question. Cause DM got some high
I,
expectations of this woman.
I love Remy before she got locked up. I mean,
Lord.
that was my girl, man. She
She
was with
who?
the Terror Squad. Like, yo, like, Papoose can't take credit for all her career. Like, her come up
No.
was strong now.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
I
didn't
ain't
put
yeah.
the
say
This
all
ain't.
of
respect
it,
on his
but after
name,
they got
though.
together, he wrote 85 to 90% of her stuff. Come on now.
And
Not
didn't
the
say
Terror
nothing until
Squad.
now. And
Not the
didn't say
Terror
nothing
Squad.
until now.
She only had one hit before she went in. DM.
Not the Terror Squad.
What you
She
tell
only
her,
had one
DT?
hit.
Tell him one more time, please.
She only had one hit before she went in, and it wasn't even a big one.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all have it because I love me some Papoose. I think he a lyrical genius. But hey, I think Remy got something in the bag. If she had to go and spit a verse, I
No,
think she
she no,
could.
I do her cadence and her flow. I love Remy as a rapper. Like but I want to be able to respect you as a woman. So she can rap, but like now you done took away from my level of respect in a way. And I know Papoose ain't doing everything exactly right because he is still married, and
Right.
he's in a public relationship. That is true. But I'm judging the response. I talked about that on my live earlier. I'm looking at the response, like whatever happened, well, none of us there to be able to speak to it. But I'm looking at how y'all moving in response to y'all marriage falling apart, and then that's when I start to kind of make my judgment on who I'm with, because I'm like, the way you handling this, I have to respect it more. Because I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Both of y'all telling a different story.
Right.
They got Receipt University out here now and stuff. We don't know.
Nah, we have no
Cat
idea.
Onyx says this rich talk in True Slayer. I want to get your opinion on this rich talk. She says he ain't have to call her a crackhead though. Y'all agree with that?
He called her a
No,
crackhead.
no,
I didn't hear
He
that
did
part.
call her a crackhead.
I don't remember that. But if he did, he did. Maybe she is on crack. You gotta be on crack to leave me after I waited for you for 2 years. You
So
on
you own
something?
something, huh?
No,
Yeah.
I don't agree with none of that, talking about each other because it just shows that your level of care still for that person, in my honest opinion. Because
Yeah.
if you are truly done with a person, you walking away, you ain't got nothing to say. You just done. Walking away, we got divorced, I'm moving on with my life. Why you gotta sit up and talk about this person and call them a low life and
Right.
insult their manhood or their womanhood? That just shows that they still care for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. And that's the part that I was saying earlier. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they both need like a divorce.
Right.
It's different than just dating somebody and you done moved on, you ain't got no kids together, yada yada. But when you done been married, man, that divorce it stings. It's like
Yeah,
you
I hear you.
definitely need to heal. You need to take
Like
time for yourself.
Pimo said it best. Thank you, Pimo. And you also said Pimo. He said that he suspected if she was on drugs or not. Allegedly, he didn't. I didn't hear. I didn't. I watched it too. I didn't hear him call her a crackhead. I heard him saying the way she was moving it made me wonder were they doing drugs because she would be gone for 2 or 3 days at a time. We do everything as a family with a daughter. It's a schedule. Like how you just gone for 3 days? Like
Okay,
so
so
he was
he didn't
wondering like the way she moving is something really she really doing something,
so he didn't
he
outright call her a crackhead. He just
no
said
he did
he said
not.
she
He said I wondered if they was doing drugs together.
okay.
I'm not saying that she is. He said that I'm not saying that she is. I'm saying the way she was moving, it didn't make sense. It was just too, you know. So she did some ziggity boom stuff according to him. But
Them
my thing with her
Percocets
is
got you strong.
her whole thing about him is about his money or lack thereof. That's my problem with her. Like, where was the
Right.
character flaws and stuff at?
Yeah, I think she wrong for that now. You after the man had, he really explained, the sacrifice, financial sacrifice that he made towards his union. You can't come on here and squat on that man at this point. You can't put that man in the dirt, because you up financially now because you came straight out the penitentiary. you probably would have had to grind your way back. You had to do Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
You had to get put on hooks. You had to get back into the game, into the swag. Even your good friend Fat Joe held you down because he came out and did an album with you immediately. Like it was a lot motion moving for you, but you still couldn't push the needle. So but she did do it on other things when it comes to her celebrity status. So, but it still doesn't mean that Papoose should get squatted on because he may have not been able to level up the way he wanted to do because he put his focus on you. So I don't think she's right.
Right. And I don't think that's a problem. It's, if we're a family and we're married and we're a family, you know, when we were coming up, both of my parents did well, right? But my mother made probably almost twice as much as my father. But together, we still couldn't have what we had without both of them. You understand? So my dad didn't care about that. He like, shit, if she gonna go get the money, you know, to go get it.
Right.
And she wasn't working extra harder than him for it or nothing. It was just the difference in industry and stuff like that. So, but then they had it from the early 80s. They had it, but they had to be together to have what they had. So it's really, if you're a family and you married, like if I'm making 60-40, so what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Go ahead, DT. Go ahead, Rich. Come on, get in it before you drop down, Rich. I know you close to going. You ain't saying nothing up here.
I'm over here cooking, talking about, you know, I'm close to gone. No, I'm just listening to what y'all say. I can't stand you, D. I'm over here cooking.
What you cooking? Rich?
I'm making me a chipotle bowl, a high honey chicken chipotle bowl.
I'm about to say, don't tell me you over there talking about you cooking broccoli. You better be something.
No, I'm a real cooker. You need to holler at Retta. I'm a real cooker. I don't play them games.
So you be putting in that work. Okay.
Yeah.
On a Chipotle bowl. Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Keep that money in house. You ain't gotta go to Chipotle. You do it right at the crib.
Yeah, exactly. You said you be cooking, true?
Girl, I do not be playing. Ain't nan child in sight, and I be in here cooking. I be cooking, okay, because I'm gonna eat.
You know, right.
Somebody said, Darmita said, Nasty Nate made them receipts. I guess she talking about Nasty Nate made
don't give her no business idea. Good Lord, I bind it up. Good Lord, please don't give her no.
This internet off the chain. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen no people like this all my life. You understand me?
Exactly.
All my life. Nobody like Nasty Nate. I ain't never met nobody like that woman and some of these other people. Crazy work out here.
Some of these people have proven to be the pimples of society. Okay.
You couldn't have said it better.
The abscesses, even. Abscess, too.
Well,
at this point.
You ain't lying now. And Tyson out here, he learning the chat now. He coming up with some good statements. He says this right here. See, that's what we talking about, Tyson. This sector is about receipts, and it's about what includes. So this right here is a clue. It says, notice when Remy talks about her and Pap's daughter, she says, my daughter. Very telling. Well, if she's saying that is very, she's trying to exclude Pap out the situation, make it look like he a deadbeat, like he ain't did nothing for the kids, and she's just wrong. She's wrong in the direction she's going. She's completely wrong.
Okay, to his point, let me ask y'all this. To his point, if Pap went and got a DNA test, would he be wrong since she's saying my daughter?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what he should
be wrong.
I mean, hey.
What?
If he, I don't think anybody should ever be wrong to ask that. If everybody's being honest, what's the problem?
If she cheated now, she could have been cheating from the jump. Who knows?
DT, you know, I gotta rival your point on this particular live.
Yeah. But
hey, the truth in the chat. What's up?
You say my daughter.
What's good with it, King? Salute.
You say my daughter, I'm getting that test.
So if she's cheated on him, I mean, it would. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me ask y'all. How old is the daughter?
She got to be
Five,
like 6,
so
yeah, or
6.
something like that. Little.
Yeah.
He ain't worried about no DNA because that's just 6 years. I mean, it just depends on how long she's been cheating on him. Like if he can track back to start questioning when he was actually thinking that this was his child and she was, you know, an honest wife at the time, like she's doing everything for the family,
Mm-mm.
then he may not question. Like, no matter what she come to this internet and say, he ain't gonna ever feel like that's not his child. But if it leads back to she was being very promiscuous, like he said, and around that time, it will question that at this point. So Tyson's point, it will make him feel like, yo, maybe I need to check everything out. Maybe there's more to her that I didn't know. You're already thinking that she's out in a crack house or whatever have you, sleeping at people's house, not coming home. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff you had to put
Yeah.
on. He's like, yo, I was home with the kids while she out, not coming home. Like, bruh, you was simple.
Yeah.
You letting your woman just roam the streets.
Well, I don't know. I don't have children, so maybe Rich, you might be somebody better to speak on it more directly. But I would just imagine that if anybody asks for that test and you don't have nothing to worry about, I don't even think you should make a big deal about them asking. Do the test.
Right.
What's the problem?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
really feel
Exactly.
like that.
But some women don't feel that way. Some women, their mentality is not of that stature. So they gonna think, oh, well, what you think I was doing back then? I mean, come on, you got to think about the situation we going through right now. You've been cheating, so it ain't no telling what you've been doing or how long you've been doing it. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't
Hmm.
think that that's the case. I think that that's their child because I see the favor in, both of them in her. But
Okay.
however, I'm just asking, is it wrong if he asks her for a DNA test?
Well,
Right.
she is being rather petty right now, so I mean, no.
Hmm. Well, I don't know, because I'm not in general petty, but like, I don't know how it is to live your life that openly on the internet. And so it's kind of hard because that's what makes it different. Like, we can say that we wouldn't care what nobody think, and I wouldn't come and say this and say that, but if you've been living your whole life pretty much on the internet, it's just another day. Kind of think they get desensitized to that, to what we're sensitive to.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, it's a lot. And I think this shows you how people try to ruin you through the internet. Like, if we didn't know Papoose, we would, that's why I said I didn't think he needed to come out and explain nothing, because he's put in a whole lot of work. And similar to the truth. I think DT, didn't we say this on the back end earlier?
Yeah.
That I said that the truth basically only came out to rebuttal some of the lies, but he definitely did not come out like he could have and put it all on the floor. Like,
Yeah,
he
and they were
spared that
cheating
truth
shots.
multiple ways.
He did.
So we said that today. Did we not, DT, before we went
Yeah,
live?
we definitely was talking about that. Yeah, we compared the two.
Okay. So I just feel like because my argument compared to DT's argument was, did Papoose have to come live and do it? Like, I feel like he just pretty much slaughtered Remy Ma like this. Like, I just feel like he went in, and then he was like, I ain't gonna name names, I ain't gonna name drop it. But it's just like he couldn't hold back. It was like he just kept coming with more and more. And I was like, oh
Yeah,
my God.
once some floodgates open, Brittany Davis in the comments saying, Brittany Davis said Remy still posting in her stories. She said Papoose is blackmailing her with a SEX tape, but that he isn't getting a dime from her.
Oh
See?
my.
What Mr. Saunders say, another saga?
It gotta be. It gotta be. But I think Remy gonna lose this one. I mean, it ain't too many women on her side, because it can't be. Like, who really? Like, I think everybody understands she's hurting. Like you doing too
Mm-hmm.
much though, but you hurting. But you doing way too much, shorty. You
Nobody
gotta
in my
chill out.
chat today. My live was called Team Papoose or Team Remy Ma, and didn't know everybody said Pap. Now one
Damn.
person said, it wasn't 100 people, 300 people in there, but everybody who did comment said Pap.
Well, I wasn't in your lives. I would have said Remy.
Really?
Don't
No,
forget he
Man,
was married to her in a different life.
my lord.
he can't be that good. He can't be.
Ah,
He be thinking like this. This is crazy.
what
Yeah, I mean,
planet?
Before,
What planet did y'all live on, D Ham?
it's just I don't know. I want to hear more about why she felt the need to do him this way. Like what triggered her? Like what? Like listen. In my eyes, Papoose is like the epitome of a good man. Like you can't knock nothing this man has done. So what made you go and just destroy your marriage like this?
when it's already destroyed, what you mean? It was destroyed the minute she got bent over. What you mean? He didn't destroy it.
D Ham is hilarious because you asking all these questions that make her need to be accountable, but you on her
Right.
side.
Exactly. I'm like, wait
Yeah,
a
that's
minute.
the part, True Slayer. I'm kind of conflicted. You know
It's
what I mean?
another life happening here.
Do I have any Remy Ma fans in the building? I mean, where y'all at?
You can
Now
be
her
fans of
music
Remy,
I
but
like,
she's still wrong.
right.
She's
I like
still
her when
wrong.
she rap. Remy can rap.
I had Royal D fall out the bushes on this live. I know it. I know I'm in dangerous waters right now with being on Remy Ma side because these women ain't playing right now. And
She fell out.
Mm.
She fell out with a wrench too, didn't she?
she so fell out. She still rinsed up for me. Thank you, Royal D. But yeah, it's problematic, man. I think what I saw Papoose do to that woman, man, was it was tough because I watched them grow, and then you look at we don't have black love really being displayed like they was trying to display it, so it kind of hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It really
Mm-hmm.
hurts.
Like the Latruths.
Yeah.
Right? We thought they were just happy. I knew that they weren't his children from the beginning, but I just thought it was that was even more wonderful that he chose to parent these little kids that weren't his. So
Right,
that just made it sweeter. So it's like,
Right.
okay, man.
right. And then the way he put in that time with the kids, from my understanding, a lot of people that knew him before Brianna, pre Brianna, they thought that those was his kids. Or no, not pre Brianna. I guess post Brianna, they thought that those were
Mm-hmm.
his kids. And so I think when you happen to see men doing. Hold on one second, y'all.
Help me remember. Down South said asking D Ham to drop the link.
Right. She do sound like a child. You married the ugly man?
And then all these people that are saying how Clarissa don't, she, how she's not attractive, she ain't got no Remy. I said, and if that's the case, which everybody got their own opinion, that's even funnier. So he went
Right.
somebody who you say is not attractive, but that's where he at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he at though. So I wouldn't even be pointing to that at
Mm-mm.
all. I'd be like, dang,
He need to just not say Clarissa name at all. Period. You stay away from that.
Listen, she ain't gonna be talking about I'm conceited. She gonna be saying I'm defeated.
Well, she definitely defeated. She lost.
But okay, y'all, I got to get ready to make a move. But I want to thank everybody for all of y'all time, y'all energy. And True Slayer, drop your chat in my drop your channel in my chat, because if you already on this topic, other people probably want to go see what your live was all about and check you out. and subscribe. Rich Talk Media,
Okay.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Queen. And we,
You
Thank
welcome. Hey,
you.
D-Ham, Harmony trying to get at you.
huh?
Uh-oh.
Harmony Speaks trying to get at you.
Harmony, where you at, baby?
She not in the chat, but she trying to get at you, so you need to hit her up.
Okay, I'm gonna get at you.
All right.
Let's chop it up.
All right.
I should be free all this weekend too, so we can whatever we want to discuss, we talking about. And I'm coming back for a little bit more of that Cassie situation. So y'all already know what it is. But I'm coming back to this too, y'all, because this is hot. This is hot tea. And I'm gonna do my due diligence and listen to a little bit more of Remy Ma got to say to see if we can find where Papoose been doing wrong by the chick. He been doing wrong, then I'm gonna call. Hey, we gotta call it what it is. So
Right.
you already know. I gotta figure this out. So I love y'all. And Remy,
right.
Harmony, I'm gonna get at you through Upper. Got you.
All right.
All right, DT.
All right, bro.
All right. Shout out to my new member, I'm Chosen. Thank you so much for membering up on my platform. And thank y'all for everybody who came in live and made it hot. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Let me thank the panel that came up. Mr. Sanders, Rich Talk Media, I'm Chosen, DDTV, Truth Slayer. Thank y'all so much. Thank Miss Auntie Pimo coming up in here. Corporate Thugging with Mika, Royal D, and who I missing? LaTruth pulled up in here, man. Shout out to you. Harmony Speaks pulled up in here. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed and have a good night.
AD, let me ask you a question. Is D-Ham in women businesses?
D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it. D-Ham, let's talk about it. Talk about it.
I can't believe this. I know D-Ham ain't in no women business. Not my D-Ham.
D-Ham, let's talk about it.